Al, have a great vacation. Enjoy every bit of it. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. And remember, New York always.
Breathe. Hit them straight. Be better.
It's a Friday in the summer. I'm on vacation next week. We're going to run nude on the beach.
Talk sports after hours with Tommy Lugauer, 7 to midnight. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station. Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
And away we go. Day number 2 at Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center. Day number 1 for Tiki and I. We're here until 2 o'clock, and we'll be back on Sunday as well. This place is already hustling and bustling, Tiki.
Yeah, this was open to VIPs earlier when we got here about 9 o'clock, but now the doors are opening 1 minute ago officially, so people will start rolling in. Hopefully some of them will hang out and listen to and watch our show. But we're in a great place down here in Fanatic Fest. We're on level 1 if you're coming over, not the top level, which feels like it's level 1. Level 1 is actually downstairs. All the hustle and bustle is on level 2.
Yes.
But it's quiet down here, and it's easier to kind of hang out and hear and listen to us. But more importantly, right across from us is the signing lines for all the celebrities and athletes that are here. So they get to listen to us while they wait in line. So we'll entertain people waiting to get autographs from all these celebrities that are here at Fanatics Fest.
And our team here, between Jess Clark, Ryan Hurley, did a great job. I know we've mentioned a million times on the air if you've listened to this. This bodega set up now that we're finally getting to experience is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I mean, people keep coming over and wanting to take bananas and, and grapes and strawberries.
I almost poured myself a bowl of WFAN Fruit Loops over here, fruit rings. So we almost had that to start today. So, look, if you've never been to Fanatics Fest, if you're coming out this weekend, they got a top floor full of activations from every league, and, you know, there's a bunch of card things. Downstairs, this VIP area, the signings. Right now, there's a line that's already formed for Karl Anthony Towns. Then, you know, you got Don Mattingly is going to be here. I saw Julius Erving's name up there. Amon-Ra St. Brown is here. So this is the place to be near athletes. And right here on this set at 1:30 today, Alex Rodriguez will come by and join us here. So if you're here at Fanatics Fest on your way listening, you want to come check it out, A-Rod on set with Tiki and I. So when you're looking at this set at 1:30 and there's an all-time great running back, there's an all-time great shortstop and third baseman, and a very fat, overweight flag football tight end that held his team back for years, which one of these things is not like the other? We're looking forward to that. So, Tiki, as we get the ground running here, the baseball season restarted last night, an hour earlier than usual because of the wildfire smoke.
Did that really make a difference?
It's impossible for me to know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you know what? It felt like they just wanted to get it out of the way.
They probably did. And I'll be fair, yesterday when I got home, that wildfire smoke was a lot less than it was the day before. But later on at night, as I was tinkering with stuff in my backyard with the pool, it did get heavier. So maybe down in Philly it did. But the Mets give you a nice little day with Brett Beatty and Alvarez and back-to-back homers and 4-1. Luke Weaver, by the way, finally gives up an earned run. But that comes at the heels and the aftermath of the report we get from Chelsea Janes at SNY yesterday that the Mets are indeed open for business. Now,
that's the least surprising thing that I think we've heard in the last 2 years.
It was the fine details that was important to note because, the Mets should be open for business. They're now 16 games under 500. The season is off the rails. You're not going to make something of this year. And even if you did find your way to fight and claw back to 500 on some crazy run, think about maintaining that and making the playoffs. It's over, and we knew it was over. But the details of the Mets being sellers was interesting because we heard 5 names specifically in this report that the Mets are not open to dealing. Of course, Juan Soto.
Right.
Christian Scott.
Absolutely.
Nolan McLean. A.J. Ewing, Carson Bench.
Yes.
And we've talked about Ewing and Bench this week, how important they are at the Fabrics. They didn't include Zach Thornton on there, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, that's
interesting. Starts he had.
And he had a couple of great starts.
Exactly.
The notable one was the exception.
Exactly. Now, what does that mean? Well, there's 2 names. Let's start with the first one before we get to maybe the sexier one.
Right.
Luke Weaver is available.
I mean, look, the reason I think Luke Weaver is available, and we talked about this earlier in the week, Shaun, is that if you're looking at value, if you go look at the entire New York Mets roster and say who's performed consistently this entire season, has had no injury issues, hasn't had given you anything to question his his veracity or his viability as a player on this team, it's been Luke Weaver.
Absolutely.
And so if you're going to get something, it's going to be Luke Weaver. For somebody, it's going to be for Luke Weaver.
Yeah, and Freddie Peralta will be the other one, but that's no
Oscar
surprise.
Brazaban as well.
Okay, because of the relievers.
But he's under control, so I don't know if you'd want to give him up, especially with how valuable he's been as an opener, especially with the rotation being as jacked up as it's gone.
But at some point, Tiki, with some of these names, if you really do want to sell and you do want to get pieces, whether it's prospect-wise or young players you think could be available in the immediacy to help you try to compete next year, you're going to have to give up something. And you've already blocked off 5 names. The rest of the roster, let's be honest,
is open.
And there's a lot of heaping trash on the rest of the roster. Like Brett Beatty, what's he fetching now?
Okay, so here's the other thing with the trade thing that we don't talk about enough. If you're an acquiring team, the acquiring team that's dealing with the Mets who are selling, you're not just going to take somebody to take somebody. You want to take one of these players that can help you this year accomplish whatever your goal is.
Of course, it's the point of being a buyer.
Get to the postseason, get deep in the postseason, win a World Series, whatever your goal is. Who does that for you for the Mets? It's Luke Weaver.
Absolutely.
That's why, obviously, he's available, even though I feel like he could be a part of their future.
He can, but he only did sign a 2-year deal, which means he's only going to be less valuable next year. Like, to get that extra year of control if you're a team that wants to compete this year and next year, I think the value's there. I think that is actually the return the Mets could get the most back from. But the obvious, juicier, sexier name that is not on the they will not trade list is Francisco Lindor.
I'm shocked by this one.
Okay, tell me why you're shocked.
I'm shocked by this one. Well, 2 reasons. He's making a ton of money, which is not going to make him attractive.
Right.
He, for the last 4 years, has been your leader. He has been the guy who you look to catalyze you out of whatever it is you've been in. He gets out on the bad starts, but eventually he turns into the captain. He turns into the guy that you talk to after every game. He turns to the guy that you expect to make big plays and big hits when it matters most. And then he's having a down year, and now you're going to move him? It feels like it's unfair to Francisco Lindor. I think the other thing is when you think about creating a roster that was going to be focused on run prevention, you got to be strong up the middle. And I know he's had a bunch of stupid and bad and unexplainable errors over the last 2 weeks or so, but how are you replacing Francisco Lindor?
Well, you're not.
Who in your farm system, is replacing Francisco Lindor? You're going to tell me, oh, well, we got Ronnie Mauricio. We'll throw him in there and give him a shot. But you haven't given him a shot in any other situation ever. So there is no replacement for Francisco Lindor, in addition to the fact that he's been a big part of the leadership of this team over the last 4 years.
Look, I have no doubts about that. But what's fascinating about this is obviously you have the teams on the no movement clause that Francisco Lindor has. Obviously, the down year you talk about it almost feels like it's gotten to the point. I mean, you're selling on pennies on a dollar. You're going to have to eat some of Lindor's money to even get a team to take him and have Lindor actually agree on what teams he wants to go to. So that's what's fascinating about this, Tiki, because it would be very easy to kind of under the radar throw Lindor's name in with the other 5 and go, listen, if somebody happens to call and we go to Lindor and this isn't public,
he's not on the board.
But listen,
but
they didn't do that yesterday when this report came out,
no.
Chelsea Janes. So I almost look at this, Tiki, as a smokeout situation.
What do you mean smoke? So
I think they really want to deal Lindor. And
they're trying to get rid of him.
They want Lindor, in my opinion, to feel as unwelcome as possible now, so he wants out.
So he'll ask out.
He might approve more teams on that no movement clause. And you know what? Follow the breadcrumbs now, Tiki.
Okay.
Because we've talked around this enough for basically a year. It felt like everything last year. I mean, it was this time last year we were getting ready for David Wright Day, wasn't it?
Right.
We were talking about, maybe they'll make Lindor the captain.
Right.
And then was it the beginning of this year or in the offseason, we'll never name a captain, that old stuff. And if you're Lindor, you got to go, I am the captain of this team.
That felt like it was linked to Juan Soto and Juan Soto's private conversation with ownership and David Stern.
And door number 2 is Juan Soto. And this is not Juan Soto's fault at all. He is signed here for the long term. Insert Yankee joke here wherever you want. The Mets are Juan Soto's team. He's the most important player to be happy on this team.
He's the most consistent player on this team.
And he's earned it, obviously, with the bat. Right. He plays every day. That's been the story of his career. And if Juan Soto and the Francisco Lindor relationship is even 25% as toxic as we've suspected it is, then this just kind of proves it too. Juan Soto's name's on there. We won't even listen on Juan Soto. Not that anybody would trade for the contract, but you get the point.
Yeah.
To include that tells me Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor is a relationship the Mets would prefer to break up.
It feels odd to me that they would have a bad relation. I know why. It's money. It's money related.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Francisco Lindor, who was making $35 million, whatever it is, a year, he's passed by double from Juan Soto, and so it's an ego thing. But I also look at it from an athlete standpoint. Being on a team with other great athletes, that's what you want. It's what you desire.
Yes.
I don't think any great athlete says, I want to be the only great athlete on this team. I want to be the only one that people come to watch. I want to be the only one that people cares about. Like, when you're that, if you are that selfish, your team is going to do jack. And well, maybe it is. Maybe that explains what the Mets situation is right now, is that there's selfish players. Because to me, that doesn't compute. That you wouldn't want to be on a team with another great athlete and another great player. And Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor, when he's healthy and right, are two great players. Why would you not want that? Even if your personalities are completely different, opposite ends of the spectrum, which they seem like they are, why would you not want that marriage? Why would you not want to play with a guy who's also a great baseball player?
Yeah, I don't know if you agree with me, but when I'm hearing you say that, I certainly get the feel this is more Soto wouldn't want that with Lindor than Lindor wouldn't want that with Soto.
But I don't understand that, why Juan Soto would
I don't
want
either.
That. Juan Soto just came from a team where he had a great play. He had an MVP as his teammate, Aaron Judge.
And he sat there with Judge and Stanton mulling in the playoffs.
He got to fly under the radar and be fantastic.
Even with the Padres and Manny Machado there, who was Mr. Padre, I know we obviously weren't close to that, but the idea that you wouldn't want that, I think what would turn my stomach more, and you cannot turn back time, is if in the end, in a week, 2 weeks, Francisco Lindor and the Mets, they kind of find a dance partner and he's really not here, and this is really going to happen. This goes back to the Pete Alonso thing and David Stearns not having the foresight. Like, did you not understand the potential fractured relationship? If this is what's happening, the fractured relationship with Soto and Lindor enough that to trade Lindor a couple months after, you wouldn't really offer Pete Alonso the contract. And now you're looking at the team, and we've already ripped up that core, and now pulling Lindor away from it. At least you could have sat here with Alonso still on the team, pairing him in the middle of the lineup with Soto.
It makes it feel like you don't really know what you're doing. You're making it up as you're going along.
Yes, there's no foreshadowing.
You had this idea. We're going to build around one superstar. That's Juan Soto. But then every other piece, we want to start getting cheaper. We want to be not cheaper. We want to be less expensive. And so the Nemo's got to go. The McNeil's got to go. Pete Alonso's got to go. I mean, it's hard to get rid of Lindor, but we'll just let's table Lindor for now. And then the season turns to crap, and now you have a reason to move off of Lindor and everybody else that is not useful or productive for you. And so it's like a fly by the seat of your pants reshaping of this Mets team. That's what it feels like. When you watch it every day, that's what it feels like. And when you have that kind of mentality where no one feels secure, how the hell are you going to play winning baseball?
Exactly. And you would know better, obviously, from the athlete's perspective. And we touched on this yesterday, if you were listening, the idea that when you were a player, the NFL trade deadline was a thing, but it really wasn't. And baseball is
not like it is now.
But if you were a New York Met and knowing like that kind of athlete life you lived, and you see a report like this coming out, and you kind of know what's going on behind the scenes, you have some no-movement clause in your contract. Do you want out at this point if you're Francisco Lindor? How disrespected would you feel?
So that's the next stage of this. What does Francisco Lindor need to do? Because he's going to get asked this at some point today, likely.
Yep.
Right? And Francisco Lindor doesn't shy away from the media. So what should he say? What does Francisco Lindor say when whoever the reporter is comes up to him and says, it looks like you're on the trade block. Do you want to be here?
Yeah, what do you say?
So what should he say? If you were Francisco Lindor, what do you say?
No comment. We'll work that out when we work that out.
No, I'm saying I want to be a Met for life.
Oh, even after that?
100%. I want to be a Met for life. And if there's an issue, then they need to talk to me about it. You got to flip it back to them. You have to put it on their table.
Put the pressure on them.
Put it on their table. So, because I don't think they're being honest and open with Francisco Lindor.
They're clearly not.
I think they're just jacking around behind his back, hoping that he gets pissed off, like you said, and says, trade me.
And then David Stearns could throw his hands up and go, the guy didn't want to be here.
That's exactly right.
Meanwhile, you didn't want to name him captain. You didn't want to do this, that, and the other thing.
That's what they tried to do with Pete Alonso.
Yes.
That's what they tried to do with Brandon Nimmo. Like, oh, you didn't want to really. But, they forced Brandon Nimmo to say, yeah, I'll accept the trade.
Of course.
And go to Texas.
It's just not good business, and it really makes you wonder what the hell the direction is of the Mets.
There isn't one. That's the problem.
Because like you said, and we've noted this too, I know lockout be damned, whatever's going to happen in this baseball offseason we can't control. But in a world where there is no lockout, Evan's been here and we've broke this down. It's not exactly a big free agent class coming up in Major League Baseball.
It is not.
There's some starting pitchers, of course, Scooble leading the way. So if you were
Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, if you couldn't replace Pete Alonso this offseason at first base, you damn sure ain't replacing Francisco Lindor at shortstop, like you said. So you'd have to try to fill
Burns.
Corbin Burns, yeah.
Right.
What the hell do you do this offseason?
Yeah.
You're going to have to get creative with trades. You want Anthony Volpe? I guess we could talk about that. I got to deal my trash there. But either way, that's where we begin today. The future of Francisco Lindor, who was a clear omission on the untouchables list, as the Mets have basically waved the white flag that many fans deservedly waved a long time ago.
Like April.
We will get to you guys on the phones at 888-808-1019. Plenty of people already piling in here. Ranger shirts, Knicks shirts, Mets shirts with Ranger hats. That's what Fanatics Fest is all about. And I heard a pop for Karl Anthony Towns over there, Tiki. This is the other thing about Fanatics Fest this year. This is the first time out of the three where New Yorkers walk in here. Maybe not people like me who are Net fans. And you have a championship to peacock around when the people take the Excellas up from Philly and down from Boston and like they do.
I was wondering why we're seeing so many Net shirts.
Yes.
I was wondering. Got guys in Eagles shirts.
Eagles, of course.
Here.
And you know what, pal? Last year I had to walk around here and everybody with their Saquon Eagle jerseys.
Yeah.
Look at us, we're Super Bowl champions. This is John Harbaugh's city now, pal. Get lost. So we have plenty of that to get into. I'm psyched up. I love seeing all the people out here, all the cool characters and memorabilia and everything. We also got glass windows on the side here, Tiki, which I think is going to make us feel like a couple manatees in the aquarium.
We are definitely aquarium animals right now.
Yes.
Without a doubt, we are aquarium animals.
Should I pull up my shirt and rub my nipples on there?
Do the what's it? The Chucky Shuffle? What was that?
Oh yeah, it's from the Goonies.
Goonies. What's it called? What is it?
Forget it. We're gonna get crushed on social media now.
I just can't remember.
It's terrible. All right, we will take your calls 888-808-1019, and we will add a little flavor to that Francisco Lindor question as far as a potential destination. It is Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash, without Evan Roberts, who's still in North Carolina doing Ricos this morning.
Right. Connor's back at the base.
Connor's giving us nothing. Connor, come on. Do you know the shuffle from the Goonies? Anything, pal?
I do not, no.
Oh, he's too young for the movie.
You're too young for the Goonies, Connor?
Yeah.
Come on.
Before my
What?
time.
Connor's young, man.
Connor's young.
We have fans calling,
Connor's
calling
young.
in front of us to find out how young Connor Green is.
Truffle Shuffle.
The Truffle Shuffle.
I'm
And I love
31,
truffle.
but yeah, before my time still.
You like the truffle French fry, Tiki?
I love a truffle French fry.
I do as well.
Now you're making me hungry, dude.
Well, we're in a bodega.
Yeah.
I want onion rings. I want Dr. Pepper. There's candy sitting below me. I've been good all week. Today's the day to pick out. There's food trucks on like level 2.
I want that Corona right there.
That looks, you know what, Tiki, about 201? We might need one. I think we're going to be breathed on a lot today. It's 888-808-1019. Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash. More from Fanatics Fest live down here on Level 1 when we return. And our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. And man, it's hot out there. And the secret trick to beating the heat is Flag and Anthem. So many Flag and Anthem shirts and shorts are packed with performance features designed to keep you cool, dry, and most importantly, completely hide sweat. Flag and Anthem just launched their brand new corporate program. If you've ever wanted your company decked out in premium Flag and Anthem gear with your business logo right on the chest, head to flagandanthem.com/CORP to check it out. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life. Use code WFAN25 for 25% off your order today at flagandanthem.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz. Visit your local dealer today. Welcome to a car that learns your routine. Welcome to a car that parks itself. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz. Go to your local dealer for incredible offers on the GLC and GLE SUVs at the Welcome Home Celebration going on now. And also sponsored by the Martin Tuckman School of Management at NJIT.
It's the marquee matchup of the season on WFAN with the Yankees and Dodgers. 7:05 today.
That baby's gone!
The home of Yankees baseball is The Fan. AM 660, 1019 FM, and available en Espanol on the free Odyssey app.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Living in the city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Orgavattazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
This summer, cool down with Dunkin' Refreshers. Sip on black cherry or try the all-new pink pineapple. Or try one of their flavorful fan favorites like mango pineapple or strawberry dragon fruit. All of them are ice cold and refreshing. Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. A whole lot of flavor and very refreshing. It's a sip of summer, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Refreshers are fruit-flavored, contain 0 to 1% fruit juice. Terms and exclusions may apply.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Most tire dealers will sell Bridgestone tires, but Town Fair Tire sells Bridgestone tires for an unbeatable combination of the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services for life. Town Fair is New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer. So when you're in the market for a new set of Bridgestone tires, get to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppable beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness, so you can smell unstoppable.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations.
When I scraped my car in that parking garage, I was worried that it could be a long process to take care of it. Like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I have definitely already been here. Now, was it left, right, or right, left? Well, maybe I'll cut a path out and find my way back later.
But it wasn't like that. I filed a claim in under 2 minutes on the Geico app, and they handled it from there. It was taken care of almost as quickly as it happened.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
Hey, it's Shaun Morash. I got to sit down with Will Ferrell and the cast of The Hawk. So how does Lonnie the Hawk Hawkins compare to other Will sports characters?
I guess there's more Ricky Bobby in Lonnie, but I would say that Lonnie's the biggest narcissist I've ever played.
It may be the greatest comeback story in golf history. Classic Will Ferrell in The Hawk. And The Hawk is now streaming on Netflix.
It's the road ahead, brought to you by our local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com and discover movement that inspires. The team from the Bronx begins the second half of the season with a interleague matchup against Los Angeles, followed by 3 against Pittsburgh.
Optimal Fibers in the house. Y'all know the number. 877-393-4448. Optimum Fiber, so fast, so fine. Got another provider leaving behind. Come on, everybody, let's get online. 30 a month, gonna blow your mind. 5 whole years, don't hesitate. Lock it in now before it's too late. 877-393-4448. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Lights, camera, baseball. The spotlight is on Citi Field for one of the season's biggest series as the Mets take on the Los Angeles Dodgers Friday, July 24th through Sunday, July 26th. Don't miss this marquee matchup. For tickets, go to Mets.com/tickets.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's, and by the first ever Infiniti QX65. A dream final between Argentina and Spain is now set after Argentina came from behind for a 2-1 win over England. Lionel Messi assisted on Lautaro Martinez's game winner in stoppage time, not long after Enzo Fernandez equalized in the 85th minute. I'm Mike Conti.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter with Crush Orange Soda.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve, but my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
The Mets are making noise in Queens. What's your take on the Amazings? Call us now at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Brett Beatty and Francisco Alvarez hit back-to-back homers, and the Mets beat the Phillies 4-1 out of the All-Star break last night. The game, though, played after the report comes out that the Mets are, in fact, sellers, listening on everyone not named Juan Soto, Christian Scott, Nolan McLean, A.J. Ewing, and Carson Benj. And that is exactly where we began the show today. The crowd is filling in live from Fanatics Fest. Tiki, as he always is, a man of the people.
I mean, I get to see friends.
Yeah.
Friends that we don't know who listen to us every day.
It's great.
Friends that we do know. Our buddy Jay, who's friends with Tom and Lindsay.
Yes.
New Jersey. He brought his family out today. So everybody who's anybody is at Fanatics Fest. So if you're in your car and you're like, should I go or should I not go? Come on.
Come on out. It's a good time. And there's beer upstairs, which is good. It's good for anybody to get through the day.
Is there actually?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole, Fanatics sports
Why am I
area.
drinking a iced chai oat milk latte then.
Tiki, it's 10:30 in the morning. But then again, if we were in the Giants parking lot.
Exactly.
You're right. I'd probably be quite a few in by now for a 1 o'clock kick. So, yeah, look, the long line for Karl Anthony Towns. And if you're here en route thinking about coming, I think it's just a really unique experience for sports fans alike. Come check us out. We are at the Bodega here. We see you guys on the phones, 888-808-1019. We got Tiki playing around with the mouse here.
I don't know if this is touchscreen or mouse touch.
I think anything goes today,
So I'm gonna try Larry.
All right, let's see. Larry? Nope,
it's not touchscreen.
Larry! Hold on. Let's see. Do we get the mouse? I think we got to go left. There we go. How about Larry in Westchester? Larry, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're doing well, Larry.
Okay, listen. Long-time Mets fan, long-time Yankee disliker. However, the Mets being open for business, they should have been open for business on May 1st. But here's a trade that probably will never happen, but it makes sense for both teams. The Yankees will not win a World Series with Austin Wells as catcher. I propose this. Francisco Alvarez for Will Warren, Elmer Rodriguez. They have another prospect in Scranton. His name is Carlos something. And wait for this.
Well, I hope you're not talking about Carlos Grande, because you ain't getting him for Francisco Alvarez. You can take a lap.
That was the guy that's the guy I was thinking of. But
no,
also,
he looked electric in camp.
And he's been hurt.
Yeah.
Larry, I like where your head's at, by the way, because I think Francisco Alvarez is an interesting one. I think he's proven enough value in baseball.
I would take Francisco Alvarez.
I would, too, and I was going to get, I think that fits. I think that's also one of those guys that if you are a team like the Yankees buying, that you're buying stock and going, he's shown enough, maybe he hasn't lived up to his hype, but there's something untapped there. However, be careful in what you ask for.
Why? If your reason's the same as mine, go ahead.
Oh, are you talking about from the Yankees? I'm talking
about from an Alvarez standpoint.
From an Alvarez standpoint, he's hurt constantly.
Well, that's right. So I think Francisco Alvarez is at his best when he's not doing both. When he's not catching and he doesn't have to hit, and he's just DHing. And they have the luxury with the Mets to do that because of Torrens. And so he can DH, Torrens can catch, and he's effective.
But I'm not doing that if I'm the Yankees.
First of all, you need someone who can catch, legitimately catch, and then also be a productive bat.
And from that standpoint, if I was going to make a move for Francisco Alvarez and go, I still trust him as a catcher. Let's just play the game. I trust him as a catcher. I'm not going to DH him. His value to this point is not that I'm going to give up Carlos Grande in the deal. Now, you want to talk Will Warren? Because that reminds me of when the Yankees traded Jordan Montgomery for Harrison Bader, and it was like a need for a need active player. I think I could have that conversation, and that would fit what the Mets are looking for. But when you start asking and going 3 deep on Yankee prospects, no offense, this is why I've been hammering why Luke Weaver makes sense, because that's the kind of guy you can get that ask for.
Right.
You're not getting that ask for Francisco Alvarez. Santo in West Haven. Santo, what's up?
What's up, guys? I don't know if you remember, I called last week. I got that card for Evan. I'm looking for parking right now, so it might be a little bit, but I'm calling.
Oh, it's all good.
I hear the
You know what the good thing is, though? Santo, we have 3.5 hours. You're good.
Yes,
if it takes you 3.5 hours to find parking near the Jacob Javits Center, then something's wrong.
Yeah, or Santo, by the way, ton of garages in New York. You can always subway up here.
Or just park illegally, take the $75 ticket. It's likely what you would have paid for parking anyways.
Great point, Tiki. And if you miss us because it takes you 4 hours, Pete Hoffman will be here later. He can bring it to him for the Rico.
That's right.
You're covered, all right,
I'll
Santo?
see you guys soon.
All right.
All right.
Come down to the WFAN Bodega. We appreciate you. All right, Justin in Tom's River, 888-808-1019. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, Justin.
Hey, yo, what's going on, y'all?
Well.
You know, I was sitting here and I was letting my thoughts through, and the more I think about it, does anybody want Francisco?
That's a good question.
Take away his name. He's batting .210 with 5 homers and missed half the season. I could name probably 27 shortstops I'd take over Francisco.
All right, Justin, you're going to lead me into what I wanted to do here, Tiki. It's a little early for this, but I had it listed at 10:30. We've reached day number 5 of All-Star Week. We're starting the second half. It's Big Dumb Argument number 5.
Already?
I had this penciled on Monday to do here at Fanatics Fest. I have some moving parts, but I did
Whatever. It's Fanatics Fest.
I had to move it up in the show today. Why? Because here's Big Dumb Argument number 5, and it fits into what he's saying. The Yankees should not trade for Francisco Lindor.
Why not?
Okay. because I think
first, I don't want the money on our table, but whatever.
I'm
Keep
not
going.
even factoring in the money. The Yankees need impactful ads for this year.
Yes.
I don't think Francisco Lindor is washed. I don't think Francisco Lindor is suddenly going to plummet the rest of his career. But I do think for the rest of this season, Francisco Lindor, I think what we've seen is what we've seen, right? Like, I think that hamate bone injury, remember in spring training there was like 5 Major League Baseball players
So
that
basically
had it?
he's not healthy.
He's not healthy enough for me to trade what it's going to take, or maybe you don't have to trade as much if you're absorbing the money, but he's not healthy enough for me to assume big enough impact on the Yankees this year. Now, if your argument is, well, isn't he better than Anthony Volpe? He absolutely is, but I'll counter this. Are you sure that for the last 2 months and then into October, Francisco Lindor, what we've seen this year is better than what Jose Caballero is going to give you? That just for this year. Of course, I'd rather Lindor next year and the years on.
Yeah. No, I would trust Jose Caballero more.
I would too, and that's a shame. And it's not Lindor's fault.
It's an insult to Francisco Lindor.
It is, and I'm not saying
we're
that Caballero's a better player.
insult, but that brings up a point, and basically what the caller just asked. Who wants Francisco Lindor right now? So not only is it who wants him, it's who can pay for him, who can afford him.
Yes, unless the Mets are eating a ton of money.
And it's a small list. It might be the Dodgers.
Right.
It might be, I don't know, the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
But do they really want? I mean,
they really want him to. It's an odd fit because you
Texas, the Rangers maybe, but they don't need him. So
you would think that a shortstop of Lindor's namesake and value, a shortstop in Major League Baseball, you would have teams tripping over themselves. But we just find ourselves in this weird little spot because of the money and because when you're going to buy for this year, you need him to be impactful this year.
Right, but I'm gonna discount this in a little for a couple of reasons. Meaning his season.
Okay.
What we're seeing, I'm discounting it. I'm not even saying this is not who he is.
All right.
And there's two reasons. One we just talked about. He's been hurt.
Yes.
He had the hamate bone early, so
Then
he
the
missed
calf.
all of spring training. He basically came in raw and then had to have spring training and then that early season slump. That all happened. And then he got hurt. So he missed a ton of games because of his calf injury. And then the dysfunction, I should say, of the Mets, it just brings a malaise over you. Like it just, when nobody is functioning and nobody is communicating and your manager gets fired and the whole team is going to get traded, like what kind of environment is that to thrive in? Like to thrive in that kind of environment is almost impossible. And so when I look at Francisco Lindor and I see him hitting 210, he has an OPS of 620 or whatever the heck it is, I discount it. That's not who, this isn't real.
Right.
This isn't who he really is. And so a change of scenery, if he would waive his no trade, if somebody could acquire him and afford to acquire him, I think he'd actually bounce back into the Francisco Lindor that we know.
Including this season?
This season.
Okay,
because
so
if you're trading for Francisco Lindor for the future, what are you doing?
What are you doing? All right,
you want him for right now.
Obviously, I think there would have to be some money talked about. Put it this way. When I wrote this in on Monday for Big Dumb Argument.
Yes. What was the argument, by the way?
The argument was that I know people are going to go crazy for Francisco Lindor. I don't want him on the Yankee team because of this. I feel like people would think that's dumb because why wouldn't you want Francisco Lindor? Anthony Volpe's the shortstop. That's the point. Here is where I would weigh the pros of this, like you're saying. If you got the real version of Francisco Lindor, I know I've yelled and screamed about it. The Yankees having an actual leadoff hitter to set the table for Rice and for Judge and for Bellinger. You know, Lindor did well enough with the Mets there. I mean, you slap Francisco Lindor, the Lindor that we know and like, as the leadoff hitter for the Yankees, that's some production. The other pro of this would be, of course, you end the Anthony Volpe debate for the rest of the year. You're going to play Francisco Lindor at shortstop.
Rest of the year, Volpe's getting traded. He's part of the deal.
Okay, well, the point is, we're never worrying about the Volpe, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
That is, if you had to list of things about what's exhausting being a Yankee fan. I know Met fans don't want to hear that because the Yankees are always in the playoffs. It's gotten to the point where the Anthony Volpe discussion, and maybe it's just because we do it every day here for a living, I'm exhausted by it. And it would absolutely end it. Like adding Jose Caballero didn't end the Volpe discussion.
Yeah, because he's a utility player.
Right. So that would end it. That would be a pro. But I just come back to the cons. If there's a potential lockout next year, like the Yankees need to be as all in as possible to try to seize the moment. And I'm not even talking about the Judge stuff, which we'll get to in a little bit. If Judge is healthy, if Stanton's coming back, the Yankees in this American League, you know, Lindor in theory makes you absolutely better. But I'm just worried about how much better he does and what it would cost to get him and what you would tap into if that hurts, let's say, a fictional Mason Miller trade or whatever. But he would make the left side of the infield better. It doesn't appetize me. And I'm curious, Yankee fans, at 888-808-1019, I saw Gary Sheffield Jr. tweet this, and he's right. We've at least raised the bar to the chance of Lindor to the Yankees is no longer zero.
Right.
That's what he said yesterday online. And I thought it was interesting because he's right.
It's funny because when people brought it, because people have been bringing this up. Callers out there have been bringing this up for a month now. And we've dismissed it.
Yep.
Because why do we need Francisco Lindor? Jose Caballero is a pretty good shortstop for us right now. Why do we need $39 million or whatever the heck he's making on our cap right now? And so it's been dismissed over and over and over and over again. It never felt like Francisco Lindor was even a trade possibility from the Mets, that they would be willing to move off from him. It's also the fact that he has a no-trade clause, so why would he go anywhere else unless he was going to a serious contender? And so all this doubt that this could happen is all I've thought about with Francisco Lindor. Why is it now not zero? What is it simply them not putting him on their no-trade list?
I think it's
basically disrespecting him after disrespecting him with the captain thing at the beginning of the season. Why all of a sudden is this a viable trade potential to the New York Yankees?
Here's what I would say, because he has like the no movement clause or whatever. If part of the rift with Lindor and the Mets is truly that him and Soto don't get along, and again, that's not zero now. I think there's enough evidence there. If you're Francisco Lindor and you're thinking about approving places to go, number one, the Yankees give you a chance to win.
Yeah.
They do.
But
number two,
you
go to the Yankees, the team that Soto left.
That's exactly why you don't do it.
And you go win?
If you're the Mets.
That's like a middle finger back to Juan Soto if you're Lindor.
If you're the Mets, why in the world are you trading Francisco Lindor to the Yankees to watch him go potentially win a World Series?
Okay, but
if you're the Mets.
But if that's the best offer you get?
Dude, the Met fan hates the Met, right?
The Met fan does.
Right, and so if they trade Lindor to the Yankees and Lindor becomes Lindor that they know, great captain, great defensive shortstop, I don't know, an 890 OPS player for the Yankees, helps them win a World Series, and he thumbs it in their face from across the river. Are you kidding? Met fans will despise this team. They despise him because Pete Alonso's in the American League on the Orioles.
But don't you have to farm your own land if you're the Mets, if that's the best offer you get? Don't you have to worry about what's best for building your team going forward?
But I don't think they're doing what's best to build their team.
Oh, I don't either, but
and the fan knows it.
The fan is right.
I know the fan is right.
The fan is right. But you got to farm your land.
I just can't see him going to the Yankees. From the Mets standpoint, I can't see the Mets dealing him to the Yankees.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. As a Yankee fan, as much as I'm telling you no, there would be a part of me that would get a good chuckle out of him hitting well for the Yankees. And I'm sure Yankee fans, be honest. If Lindor was hitting leadoff and he was giving you, like, setting the table, you'd be taking a Met fan's face and you'd be just rubbing it in the rug like a dog that pees on a carpet.
My mind's telling me no.
Yeah. Speaking of which, speaking of rubbing
fandom's telling me yeah.
I got here early, as did you, and the VIP access open. And I went up to the top floor here where there's a lot of activations and a lot of shopping, if you will.
Shopping?
I made a purchase today, Tiki Barber.
You really?
I made a purchase.
Oh, you bought your wife something nice? Something sweet?
If I came home from Fanatics Fest with something for my wife, it ain't going over well. She wants the opposite of anything Fanatics has to offer. My daughter's maybe, not my wife.
Right.
So I went up and I'm looking through things, and it takes a lot for me to go, I want to buy that. I did it. I bought myself a new Yankee hat today.
A new Yankee hat?
And I got Yankee hats.
Right.
Why'd I buy myself a new Yankee hat?
2026 edition Yankee hat?
Look at the patch on there, Tiki. What does it say?
Oh, you're cold-blooded, bro.
I have bought the 2000 World Series Yankee hat today.
2000.
That's
wrong.
I was looking for 96.
That's wrong.
I was looking for 98.
Dude, that's wrong.
How is it wrong? They sell it.
That is so wrong for you.
For by the way, I think a fair price of $40 upstairs at
you
Mitchell
bought
and S.
this today on the day that the team that they played in that World Series is imploding.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on for Francisco Lindor. Here we go. My 2000 Subway Series Yankees hat is on.
I see a Met Giant fan right there.
And look at him. He's in a Mason Crosby Giants jersey with the number 21. How about that?
Shut it up.
Is that a Landon Collins? What do we got there?
He's got one thumb up, one thumb down.
Is he really a Landon Collins? No. It's got to be a Tiki, right? I hope. All right, it is. He's wearing a Tiki jersey.
Yeah, he's thumbing up me. He's thumbing down you.
Now, let me ask you about Mitchell and Ness at Fanatics Fest.
Yes.
The Yankees have played in a quadrillion World Series. I swear, Tiki, I'm not even trying to troll. This was the only one I saw up there was the 2001.
Really? It's the only one they're selling, or it's the only one you saw?
That I saw. I went through all the hats, the ones with the World Series patch.
Oh, so Fanatics is doing this.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Fanatics is trolling the
I'm
Mets.
just saying, Met fans, you go upstairs. They're not selling the 98 hat. They're not selling the 99 hat. They're selling the 2000 hat.
Are there any Mets here? We saw Judge was here yesterday.
Keith Hernandez is going to be here in a little bit.
Okay.
Which is funny. Don Mattingly is here. He's managing the Phillies, but since they have an off day. Remember last year, Carlos Mendoza
right. He came on
left. The Mets were in Philly last year,
That's
too,
right.
and left on a game day to come up and do the Rico. I'll be honest with you. I didn't see the list of current Mets up there, but I know Keith Hernandez is here. I just said Carl Anthony Towns is there. Amon-Ra St. Brown is here. Julius Erving is here. Really cool setup. But the 2000 Yankees hat, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it proudly.
Good for you.
All right, Dan in Bayside. Dan, what's up, Dan? You're on the Fan.
What up, Dan?
Guys, I'm waiting for the railroad right now. I'm coming into Fanatics, but I have no confidence. I mean, David Stern, forget about this year. Look at last year. Every decision he made, he screwed up. I mean, you can't tell me.
Well, it
Steve
depends on
Cohen
what
is
you.
fine
It
as-
depends on what you mean by screw it up, because they wanted to get rid of the core. They wanted to reset their core. So it's screwed up because of who they replaced them with. But I think they really just wanted to get rid of the core. You know what I mean?
Even before that, even the decisions before that, last year, all those decisions. Not one decision went well for them. And now David Stern is going to lead the Mets into the future?
I mean...
Yeah, thanks for the call, Dan. Here's the problem. Steve Cohen has already said he's going to try to play out the contract with him.
Well,
so
he is going to play. He's not play, but...
Whatever. He said things can change, but the point is he has no plans in firing David Stearns. If you don't have plans in letting him go, and your vision is for him to at least finish out the 5 years, I don't blame a fan for not trusting him. But at the deadline here, the Mets are trusting him.
Yeah, of course they are.
They have to. So you can yell and scream from Bayside and Dwayne to Fanatics Fest all you want. The inklings and the fingerprints of a potential Francisco Lindor trade, David Stearns is making that move.
No, you're right. If somebody is interested, the move is going to get made.
That's it.
We now kind of know this.
Because if you were going to operate in a way...
But it's why I need to hear from Francisco Lindor. Because Francisco Lindor will answer the question.
You know what? This is a bad job by me.
He'll get asked that question. And I don't know if he did last night.
That's what I was going to say. Connor, do we know? I actually didn't hear anything on the morning show. Did Lindor get asked about this? Do we have anything in the system? You might know.
Didn't we just find it out? Like today?
We found it out either pregame or just as the game was starting yesterday. The report came out. We're all warped because we're not in afternoons.
That's right.
I got home yesterday, and at some point yesterday, that report dropped, and the Met game started at 6, and I didn't even think about that post game. But if you don't, Connor, that's all good. I didn't see that. And also, listen to a lot of the morning show. I didn't hear any of that sound played, too, and usually CeeLo's all over that.
Right.
I might have missed it, though. I didn't hear every second of it.
I don't see anything in here, but I'll give it a look.
No problem. Connor, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Your day is as tough as it is.
He probably ran out of the clubhouse last night.
You probably did. I don't blame him.
Right.
John in Staten Island. John, what's up?
Hey, fellas. I'm curious. Have the Mets had discussions with Lindor? I mean, has the front office come to him and said, listen, this is where we're at. We'll accept phone calls, and we'll go from there. Because if they haven't said anything to him, and his name is floating out there, they could easily say, this isn't true. You know what I mean? We're not trading him. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They kind of did this,
thanks,
John, with Brandon Nimmo. Because Nimmo had no trade.
Yes.
And it wasn't as if they told him they were trading him. It was, this team really wants you, and would you consider it? It was delicate.
Right.
But they did talk to him about it.
But there's a difference. The Nimmo stuff.
I can't remember the details. I wish Evan was here because he would know the details. But I don't think you handle Nimmo like you would handle Francisco Lindor.
But there's a difference. The main difference of why it was different for us, we were not in season when that happened. So you're right. I remember it being, hey, listen, this is the direction the team is going. Texas has come to us. They really want you. And they definitely handled it with wouldn't it be nice to play for a team that really wants you? We appreciate you here. But the reason it was less sloppy is extra sloppy for you. I think about Billy Madison all the time. The reason it was less sloppy is because we weren't in season playing games every day with microphones in front of our face. So if they had Nimmo waive his no trade last July, we might have had more murky details about that.
Right.
Because he would have been asked about it constantly. Lindor, and if we don't have any sound from last night, this is now going to be 2 weeks of this where the only story around the Mets is going to be who is being traded because the team stinks, and they've told us that they're trading. So, I don't know. I think it could get uglier that way than just going behind closed doors.
No, I think it's definitely going to get uglier, especially because you've already started to look. There was speculation about this trade or who's not available in a trade situation.
Yeah.
I think John Heyman put it out. Now it's out because it's a report. Instead of being, I think that the Mets are going to be busy at the deadline, but these 5 guys are going to be unavailable. Now it's like actual.
And that's leaked for a reason, obviously.
It's leaked from executives from other teams. This isn't necessarily the Mets.
Oh, okay.
So,
see, I interpret it as maybe the Mets slid something out there to
probably
let the world know.
But I think I read this as executives from other teams have been told by the Mets that they're open for business. They're not waiting for the trade deadline. They'll do this starting now, right after the All-Star break. And these are the 5 guys that you can't touch, so don't even think about asking us for Nolan McLean or the 5, Christian Scott and
Ewing.
And Ewing.
Which I agree with, by the way.
I agree 100%. It's obviously Soto, but everybody else is open. That's what other executives told, what's her name, the reporter?
Chelsea James.
Chelsea James, that this is our business mode right now. And so, yes, the Mets indirectly leaked it, but this is really coming from other executives who are telling Major League Baseball insiders that this is about to happen.
Do you think, ultimately, speculation aside, he gets moved?
Lindor?
Yes.
No.
I don't either. I think it's fun to talk about this, but I think there's too many things that have to be accomplished in too short a time in terms of waiving a no trade, finding the right lineup, the money, and all of this. That being said,
I just don't think that there are that many teams that want to trade for him.
I agree.
One, because he's having a bad season, and 2, because he's making a ton of money.
What it costs and how much of the Mets. And if you're the Mets, if you're really going to eat a large portion of this salary to move him, geez, how ugly must it be between Soto and Lindor for you to not even want to entertain trying to make this work next year?
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me you think Lindor's completely cooked. You
Right.
can't, I refuse to believe that he won't have that. But I will say this, Tiki.
$32 million for the next 5 years.
I do think Lindor gets moved this offseason. I think when you have, similar to the Nimmo stuff, I think when you have more room to operate, and I know this offseason is going to be weird because you're going to have that, what did Evan call it, 2 different free agencies?
Yes,
You're going to have the pre and the post. I could see
pre-lockout, walk, whatever it is.
I could
work stoppage.
see post-lockout when teams know what the salary situation structure is going to be, whether there's a cap or not, or some kind of going through this. I could see that happening at that point. I do think by the end of this year, Francisco Lindor will have played his last season with the Mets. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Why was
in the next
that
2
not
weeks.
your big prediction yesterday?
I got to be honest with you. This has come to me in the last 10 minutes. Tiki, I'm a constant brain-moving operation.
See
here.
that.
And look at this. The crowd has now moved forward to us. We got Doodles here who called us yesterday showing us the cards.
Oh, Doodles. Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is crazy. And what is that? We have a Mexico flag back there? Is that what's going on? Things are starting to happen. We're starting to get creeped in on.
We got to put this card out because Doodles, you made me blackish crap.
Well, did he really?
Look how black I am. I'm not that black.
Tiki, are you setting me up to be canceled? How am I supposed to respond to that? In any way, shape, or
I'm
form?
light-skinned, man. I'm not that dark.
Yeah. Doodles, you went too black is what Tiki's
you
telling
went too
you.
black.
Lawrence Taylor told me the same
Taylor
thing. So maybe did you think after Lawrence Taylor told you you're making black athletes too black, you should come back to the drawing board? What is happening?
It looks like a sun-drenched Ronde instead of Tiki.
A sun-drenched Ronde. I love it.
Just messing with you, dude.
It is Fanatics Fest. Live here from the Javits Center. The Carton Show will continue our coverage from Fanatics Fest today. We have Yankees Dodgers tonight. I want to set the table for that. And we should, I would think, whether it's good news or bad news, get some sort of news on Aaron Judge before we go to bed tonight. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash, without Evan Roberts, live from Fanatics Fest. And very, very, very important time. We got a little giveaway for you. Fan Cash Fridays are powered by Fanatics Sportsbook, America's fastest growing sportsbook. Be the 10th caller at 866-540-WFAN. That's 866-540-9326 for your chance to win $100 in fan cash from Fanatics Sportsbook every Friday. Winning hits different here. And you ever wonder why Fanatics Sportsbook is America's fastest growing sportsbook? Other sportsbooks, well, their rewards are just the same old, same old. But Fan Cash is the ultimate sports currency, and betting with Fanatics lets you stack Fan Cash. With Fanatics Sportsbook, you can get up to 10% Fan Cash back on your wagers, win or lose. Use your Fan Cash to unlock the world of Fanatics with unlimited profit boosts, exclusive merch, collectibles, game tickets, and so much more. If you want value for bets, Fanatics will always have your back. Did I also mention they are giving away millions in Fan Cash this year? With games like Fan Cash Drop, tap in every Friday and see what the fuss is all about. That's what it's all about. That's right. So switch to a sports book that will always give you more to play with. Go check it out yourself and download the Fanatics Sportsbook app today. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York residents call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Connecticut residents call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Argentina and Messi magic continue on after another thrilling comeback victory against England. They will take on pre-tournament favorite Spain, who are coming off a dominant performance against France. Messi has already solidified himself to many as the greatest soccer player ever, going back-to-back, and he might enter the greatest athlete conversation. I'm PJ Glasser.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
That'll be $84.52.
Perfect. Grab the bags, honey. Mom, why do you always check your phone before we pay?
I'm just claiming my cash back on the Upside app. Since we're getting the groceries here and we filled up the car on the way, I've already earned enough this morning to pay for that pizza night we're having Friday.
Wait, so the app pays for pizza?
Not exactly, but the cash I earn on stuff we need helps us pay for the stuff we want. It's just a little win for our family every week.
Get more out of your everyday. Upside is the free app that gets you cash back on routine purchases like gas, groceries, and dining out at more than 100,000 locations nationwide. No points, no rebates, just cash back straight to your wallet. Download the free Upside app and use promo code WINNER to get a $5 bonus on your first purchase. That's promo code WINNER to get a $5 bonus. Remember, use promo code WINNER.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The World Cup is here, and NJIT, the #1 public university in New Jersey for alumni success, is putting you in the action. Track how loud your city is with the Fan Sentiment Hub built by NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management. Visit njit-worldcup.com.
Baseball season is here, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade who will win the big game awards, which teams will win their division right now. You can even trade who the next manager for Boston and Philadelphia will be, as well as the date when a manager will be fired by. Maybe you want to trade on who will win the championship. The team from the Bronx is trading at 14% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $655 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CMAC to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com.regulatory.
Recovering from an addiction is an individual accomplishment. A young mother who chose recovery to care for her family. A high school athlete overcoming opioid addiction. A couple celebrating his recovery. Everyone's recovery is different, and there's no shame in asking for help. Call 844-REACH-NJ. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to help you find the recovery option that's best for you. Tell us your story, and let's begin your recovery today. A message from New Jersey Human Services.
Make it a summer of live PNC Bank Arts Center. On select shows, get 2 lawn tickets for $55 and 4 lawn tickets for $99. And see July 25th, John Mellencamp. July 26th, Lynyrd Skynyrd and Foreigner. July 31st, Motley Crue. Get tickets now while supplies last at pncbankartscenter.com.
Listen to MLB Insider Calls on WFAN all season long. Presented by Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Hi, this is John Starks, and I'm Tyler Kolek. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises. Lease a Sportage Hybrid for just $333 a month, with just $3 due at signing. What we say is what it is, period. See ya at John Starks Kia in Queens. Go New York, go New York, go.
36-month lease excludes tax, title, and MV fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles per year. Expires July 31st.
WFAN Live from Fanatics Fest is brought to you by Fanatics Fest, the world's #1 sports fan festival, and by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal, and nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Tune in for the Yankees' first pitch presented by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
Get the latest on the Giants and Jets on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Hours. Alex Rodriguez here at 1:30. A-Rod hanging out. That's a World Series champion, by the way. One of those we haven't had in a long, long time. All right, Tiki Barber.
Yes.
Where did Doodles go?
Doodles? I don't know where Doodles went.
Doodles, where'd you go? You were just here. Doodles was here. That's what we were talking about. Did Tiki Barber caricature get made.
Yeah,
black.
but you know what I found?
All right, what do you got?
I found out. He also made a bad Tiki card.
He made a bad Tiki card?
Bad Tiki can be as dark as he needs to be because bad Tiki is evil.
And he's wearing the red Giants jersey, and it's reversed. He did 12 instead of 21.
That's right.
It's in the details. For those of you listening going, who the hell's Doodles and what are you talking about? He's a listener that called in yesterday, and he makes a lot of like cartoon character cards, and this is the kind of place for it, Fanatics Fest. And he's hit me up a bunch on Twitter. I met him last year as well. And he makes all sorts of, he made a Cinco de Luncho card, Tiki.
Did he really?
I want to see if this is in the pack he just gave me.
He's a pretty good artist, man.
He's a great artist.
I love this.
Check out this Cinco de Luncho card. It's me in a Giant shirt in front of a bunch of margaritas and tacos showing off my Giant tattoo.
Do you actually have a Giant tattoo?
Tiki, we've been over this.
On your bicep. Oh, it's on the wrong side.
Okay. We're going to crush him for that? The fact that he knew? Also, he put it, it's on the wrong side within it. I think that's awesome. A Cinco de Luncho card. It's more than anybody's ever done for me in my life. I appreciate you, Espo. Espo, I got to be honest. I'm not white enough here either. I think that would be the problem. Thank you, Doodles. All right, it's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash live from Fanatics Fest. I think Evan's starting to get a little FOMO, by the way. We're starting to get the text from Evan.
Why?
We're just getting the text, and he knows we're here. He knows we're having A-Rod.
He knows he's missing out.
He knows he's missing out.
This is one of the best shows of the year. We do not a whole bunch of remotes, but we do a handful of remotes every year.
We have a My Mets Bible in the crowd right there that was brought.
My Mets Bible.
We'll try to forge Evan's signature for you.
The remotes are fun because we get to talk to the fans that we talk to or listen to us on a daily basis, some of these guys. So
and I've said this for a long
time. It's good to put faces to some of the people that we know.
No doubt. And you brought this up about training camps and going away for camps and Albany, and that the players got to really kind of connect with the fans that would go up there. It was really personable. I've always felt this way about radio growing up. Listening to WFAN, radio has always been that connection. I think that's what I love about it, where you listen every single day to your favorite radio shows. You feel like, those are your friends, man. They're with you every day
100%.
talking to you. So it is cool to kind of get to hang out with all the listeners and have a good time. We did this at the MLB store a couple weeks ago. And Tiki, you and I will be back here on Sunday, which will be a lot of fun as well. Now, tonight, Yankees, Dodgers, Yankee Stadium. Coincidence that Yankees-Dodgers takes place the same weekend Fanatics Fest elected to be in New York. Kyle Tucker's name's over there. He's going to be signing. So you do get that. That's part of the whole weekend here, the World Cup final, Yankees-Dodgers. Michael Rubin knows what he's doing.
Yes, he does.
Yankees-Dodgers, Yankee Stadium. It is going to be an electric atmosphere. Now, Aaron Judge obviously is not playing this weekend. We don't know when the hell he's going to play again. But Aaron Judge is still a fabric of this weekend. He had the roommate show appearance with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. They had some fun here live at Fanatics Fest yesterday. But at some point today, Aaron Boone is going to do his pregame media session. I'm assuming this will be around 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that, when the Carton Show is live with Big Mac.
Right.
And at that moment in time, he's going to start with, hey, good to be back, got some rest, you're going to get the yada yada. And within 3 minutes of him speaking, he's either going to get ahead of this or get asked this. We are going to get some sort of news on Aaron Judge, Tiki, because where we left the Yankees with a 4-game win streak was during the All-Star break, we were going to hit now the 6-week re-imaging of Aaron Judge and whatever is going on in his chest, lungs, ribs, whatever the hell's going on. Rib cage. At 4 weeks, we were told not a lot of progress yet, but it wasn't also apparently expected to be a lot. I don't know what we will read into this news, but some news will be offered.
Well, I'm surprised it didn't leak, because clearly this was supposed to happen over the All-Star break.
It was.
And so I'm assuming that it did. And if it did, why have we not heard anything?
I brought this up yesterday.
There's one of two reasons.
Okay.
One, they didn't do it. Or two, it's bad. I can't think a positive report from a imaging of Aaron Judge's upper ribs would be swept away.
All right.
Like, to me, they either didn't do it or it's bad. And they don't want to disappoint fans coming out of the All-Star break.
I always get very confused by this when it comes to medical testing and athletes, because to me, an athlete is not like when I get sick and I go to urgent care and then I got to wait 2 days for it to tell me I have strep throat or something like that. Like, you're the Yankees.
Yeah.
You're the Giants.
You should know right away.
You should know right away. So my question would be, Tiki, is it possible that when we heard the re-imaging was going to happen this week, that it's like today and they're going to go through the scans before?
Possibly, but he's been here.
I know.
He was here. He was at Fanatics Fest yesterday. I saw a video of him walking around getting trailed by a ton of people.
And I know that that's a separate deal with agents and everything you get paid for. But if you're Aaron Judge and you got bad news, and let's say the bad news is season ending, can you really walk around here yesterday with a smile on your face?
No.
Hiding that secret?
No, you want to disappear.
So that is where this is just me reading the tea leaves.
My point is, if it happened, why do we not know about it?
Why do we not know about it? And this would be my next...
Like, what's the reasoning for waiting to release it?
I think this is a Major League Baseball issue for me. Again, if it was the NBA, Shams would have the update on Aaron Judge by now.
Oh, so there isn't that guy.
Yeah, if it was the NFL, Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport yesterday or Wednesday are in the news because they're dropping an Aaron Judge report. I think Jeff Passan and I think Ken Rosenthal do a great job. But let's be real. They're more, this guy's getting traded this way. You know, they don't do like this is what's going on with injury stuff. And I think that space is lacking with Major League Baseball. And I think that's what's become frustrating.
Yeah, but
I just don't think you have the guy and the Yankees aren't giving that info or leaking it out to anybody.
It's funny because I don't really care about it most days.
Yeah.
Like in football, if someone is, Malik Neighbors, let's say, is banged up, he's day-to-day, I don't know if he's going to play, I worry about it.
Yes.
Because it's one of 17 games. In Major League Baseball, if a guy goes on the IL, it's usually just like, all right, whatever. He's going to miss 10 days.
Right.
15 days if it's pitcher. He's going to miss time, and who cares? He's still going to play 140 games. So I think the urgency of other sports makes injuries, like you have to report on it.
Yes.
The lack of urgency in baseball gives you leeway to just be, I don't know, just all over, ambiguous.
Ambiguous. And I think ambiguous is what I'm more nervous about because bad news also doesn't mean the worst news, and good news also doesn't mean it's as good as you hope either with this Judge thing. Let's just call it like it is. It's July 17th. A month from now is August 17th. 2 months from now is September 17th. And then you have 2 weeks after that for a regular season. So you have 2.5 months of regular season baseball left. What would constitute bad news? Like if you find out, hey, it hasn't healed as much yet, but that also doesn't mean season ending. So I think that's where I'm kind of lost with this Judge thing on what I'm going to interpret as good news or bad news.
I think bad news is he's got another month before they're going to re-image him. Because that means his
August 17th for a re-image.
That means his ramp up then, if he's healthy, happens 2 weeks after that.
And that's the other part. There's
and then he's going to have
up.
Basically 2 weeks to play in the regular season before the postseason gets
And then
here.
you run out of runway in September to play rehab games. Then it ends up being like the simulation stuff in Florida. And it's going to take Judge probably like 2 weeks to get really cooking again.
Agreed.
So, look, I think best case scenario, you find out today, hey, we're seeing some healing. He could begin some upper body workouts, right? I think that then you're sitting there going, we've at least progressed to something. But think about it. When Max Fried got hurt, I remember I was off that day. Great Wolf Lodge shout out going down the water slides. When Max Fried left that start. Tonight, Max Fried is going to make a rehab start.
Yes.
So we've already at least reached the point with him, different kind of injury you're doing that. Like, it feels like it's miles away before you hear Aaron Judge is going to swing a bat
Well, it's not
again.
even that. It's not, forget swinging a bat. It feels like it's miles and months away until he's going to be available again. That's what worries you. And yes, does he come back and he just lights it up in the postseason because he's Aaron Judge and he's an MVP and he's got that muscle memory and all those good things, cliches, stupid stuff that we talk about with athletes? Sure. But that's not baseball. You don't just step into a box and hit 15 home runs in a month and a half postseason. So I just worry he's not going to have time to become Aaron Judge before he has to be Aaron Judge. And then we're going to create this narrative that he never performs in the postseason.
Yeah.
It's just going to get exacerbated.
I have another fear. Remember yesterday we did the biggest fears? We were very transparent and honest with the audience. Here's another.
I said injuries to the New York Giants.
Yes. And I said Jackson Dart isn't as good as we think he is. Here's my fear for Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, for whatever reason, and you could see it when you watch him press in the playoffs, there's a mental aspect. I would even argue more in baseball than other sports.
Of course. You know the stakes.
I worry that for Aaron Judge, if and when he gets the opportunity to start ramping up, and it's the later and later we get in the season, like if he has 2 weeks left in September to get himself right for October, I think he's going to feel even more pressure. Just like, I got to get this right. I got to get this right.
Well, I think
and it's going to totally throw him off in October.
I would only agree with that if Ben Rice isn't mashing, or Cody Bellinger isn't playing at the right level, or Jazz Chisholm has turned into the shell of who he was. Like all those other pieces that have been okay over the last week and a half when they finally turned around their gross losing streak, I think if those guys are playing well, the pressure's different. Or if Cam is Cam, which we know he's going to be, Schlittler. Gerrit Cole gets back to full form after his Tommy John surgery. Max Fried comes back healthy. If every other piece is fine and working great, I think there's less pressure on Judge. I honestly do. Because think of what they would have done and won enough to get to where they are
with those guys.
Without him.
Yes.
And so you're not dependent upon him. He becomes the luxury as opposed to the necessity.
Unless, because reinserting him and he's pressing, suddenly, like let's just say they get a flow here offensively. Then they get to September and it's like, well, now we've added you. You're pressing and you're clunking up the lineup.
Yeah, you know what you do? You Tommy Lugauer him. You know what I mean by that?
Well, you bench him?
You put him in like 8.
Oh, okay. This is a weird sentence. What does that mean? By putting him at nights?
No, put him in at like 8th in the lineup. You remember Tommy's idea with the Mets?
Oh my
to
God!
Spread out
Tiki.
the good hitters. Like,
I'm thinking you're taking a shot at Tommy going to evenings and leaving us.
No. Tommy's doing a solo show.
I know he is. He's doing great. I'm like, man,
After
Tiki's got
hours.
some vitriol for Tommy. You mean his idea of kind of pulling the lineup out of that?
Yes,
They can't
spread out the good
Tiki.
players. Put Aaron Judge at 7 or 8.
As funny as that is, there's one guy in this town you can't do that to.
That's Aaron Judge.
And we'll have A-Rod coming up when A-Rod had to deal with the benching and all that stuff coming up in the postseason. But they did this. They did this with Gary Sheffield. You can't turn around when Aaron Judge comes back and goes, by the way, Tommy Lugauer at WFAN has idea for Pete Alonso. We're going to take it. You're going to bat 8th because you're going to press. Like, it will just be a slap in the face.
Hey.
Hopefully we don't have to worry about that, and hopefully we get good news. But the bottom line is this. I'm starting to get antsy because I'm anticipating –
You're anticipating bad news.
We're staring at beers right now in our bodega cooler. We know the deal, Tiki. We get to the end of this week. It's a Friday.
Yes.
Shaunie's going to have a couple beverages this evening. By the time I have those beverages, I assume I'm having some kind of Aaron Judge news. Are they going to be sad beers or are they going to be happy beers?
Good point. Good question.
What do you think?
I think they're going to be sad beers.
Sad beers?
Because we haven't heard anything.
But sometimes that can be a good thing. I can't have sad beers.
You don't display bad news. You only display good news, especially when you're coming off a streak of 20 games, even though they corrected it for the last 5 before they went to the break, where you scored 5 runs. You were anemic, less than 5 runs. You were anemic offensively. You lost 14 of 20 games. So, you don't want bad news. You want only good news if you're the Yankees. If you're Brian Cashman or the Mets or the Yankees media, only good news. Therefore, even if Judge has been imaged, we're delaying the release of what the results were.
Yankees-Dodgers tonight in a game that can be heard right here on The Fan. A fun weekend ahead. Cam Schlittler and Yamamoto will go on Sunday night. NBC Sunday Night Baseball. Can't wait for tonight. And Gerrit Cole and Roki Sasaki getting that second half cooking. Tomorrow, weather permitting, by the way, the weather is supposed to be crap in New York tomorrow, which good day to be inside of Fanatics Fest.
Right.
On and off storms, all of that. Ironic that on a bad Weathers day, Weathers will pitch Game 2
Well,
to come out of there.
Maybe he'll weather the storm that he's created for himself over his last couple starts.
I will be here all day. Angel in the Bronx. We love you, Angel. What's up?
Hey, Angel.
Hey, guys. What's up? I'm finally talking to Mets here.
What's up, Angel?
What's up, Angel?
So, look, I have a simple message for the front office. If you guys are really going to shake down Lindor to waive his no trade clause, and any Met fan, quote unquote, that supports that crap, they should be ashamed of themselves. This is the same man for the majority of his career as a Met has been top 10 MVP. Without him in 2024, game 161, they don't make the playoffs. We don't have the Alonso homer. We don't have the Lindor grand slam. There's a lot of things that don't happen without Lindor being there.
Yeah, but are they keeping him for his past performance or future expectation?
Well, you guys said it yourselves. You guys know the type of player he is.
Right.
He's playing hurt right now. So next season, you already know the numbers he's going to give you. And plus, who do you have at shortstop for the Mets outside of Lindor?
That's the biggest question.
We've been saying that, Angel, and that's the problem. And it's not, to me, I think you could get by with somebody else at shortstop, but then you need to get...
You actually do have one. It's obvious.
Mauricio?
Bo Bichette.
Oh, Bo Bichette. Huh?
The problem with Bo Bichette is
not
he's not a great shortstop. And
boy, would that change things for the Mets? Would Bo Bichette look at this, go, I'm not going to opt out. I'm the shortstop on this team, not the third baseman.
I mean, here's what we know. David Stearns did not bring in Francisco Lindor.
No.
David Stearns brought in Juan Soto. They immediately neutered Francisco Lindor with the captaincy stuff. We will never have a captain. Remember this, all this stuff.
Yep.
David Stearns did bring in an underperforming from a year ago, Bo Bichette from Toronto, and gave him more money per season than Juan Soto.
True.
Even though it's a shorter contract. David Stearns clearly loves Bo Bichette. I have no idea what David Stearns feels about Francisco Lindor, but I can ascertain from the fact that they just had this release where they're telling every major league team that's interested in buying at the deadline, we're open for business.
That's it.
There are 5 guys who you cannot touch. One of them was not Francisco Lindor. And so if I'm just reading the tea leaves and I see what David Stearns has done, what he did to the core, the previous core, right? You know, remember those guys? McNeil, Nimmo,
Alonso.
Pete Alonso. You know who else was part of that core?
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor. Mm-hmm. If I just read the tea leaves, I think that David Stearns wants to move Francisco Lindor.
I agree.
And he's just waiting for the opportunity to do it. And you bring in a Bo Bichette, and you got, I want to play the kids. Okay, Brett Beatty, you're going to be a third baseman. In Bo Bichette, you're going to play shortstop. Yeah, they don't have one in the farm system.
Yeah.
They don't have a real long-term path at shortstop, but he just paid a guy who plays shortstop a ton of money.
Man, could you imagine if that's what was going on? By the way, here at Fanatics, I'm sorry, as I'm doing this, somebody is pulling by like a fake parade float here from the Knicks parade. Look, she's dressed as a Knicks parade float.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What a look! I
Is
tell
she
you.
walking? Yeah, she's walking.
She's walking through it. I mean,
Nice.
look, she's trying to win that contest here. She looks great. I
Do
think
they
it's
still
unique.
have it?
I think they do.
Yeah.
We should probably have that in front of us. Speaking of contest winners, we gave away our Fanatics fan cash a little while ago, and Roger out and Shirley won. Roger, what's going on? Congrats.
What's up, Roger? Congratulations.
All right, man. Doing good.
Roger, first of all, what kind of fan are you? Who do you root for?
I root for the Yankees, the Knicks, and the Islanders, and the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins?
Dolphins?
Yeah, I was a long-time Dolphin fan since like 1970.
You're one of these guys, a Marino lover. Now, Roger, you won this Fanatics fan cash. What are we going to use it on?
Before Marino.
I know. What do you want to do here? What do you want to do with the fan cash money?
What I want to do, I want to do a couple of parlays.
All right.
Okay. We got Yankees in there.
But a little bit. I like to do the baseball, man. 2 hits for a player. Took like 5 games. You know, silly parlays.
All right, so you're going to
Always
stack
like
a couple
5
parlays with 2 hits. I could tell you this. I think that's great that Roger won those bets, as somebody who loves to gamble. Roger, you're a sucker. Now, the payout is great. Don't get me wrong. Those hits are few and far between.
So what is this? Like multiple
hits? So you just
hits?
you parlay like guys to get 2 hits in a game. So let's say you throw 3-4 guys together. You're going to get tremendous odds because then you're banking on in a couple different games.
The likelihood of one or 2
hits
of those
a game.
guys, right.
If you hit, and I've known people that have hit those bets, you get a nice payday. And that's the allure of it, right? A parlay is an allure, Tiki.
Right.
It's, I'm going to put down a little amount of money to try to win a lot of money. The books love when you parlay things like that because the odds of you hitting are low. They're happy to pay out when they do because they got 7 million other suckers like you that are doing that. So good luck. I hope you hit, Roger. I love the Fanatics cash. I love that giveaway. At least it's not betting on the Dolphins to win a Super Bowl because that's not going to happen if you look at that roster as well. I don't get the New York Dolphin fan. I still don't get it.
Well, because
imagine going
they
through
were
the
good.
pain. You go through the pain with the Islanders all these years.
But they were
with the Knicks.
good.
They were good. But
I mean, you go down to Miami. How many New Yorkers just be like, hey, let's take a weekend trip. Where you want to go? Hey, Miami.
If you're a Jet fan, you could do it every year.
I know, but the Jets are in the division.
Right. So you go down and you watch them play
This was a
tonight.
disgruntled Giant fan era. This was the 70s, late into the 80s, and then the Dolphins, while you're on vacation, bringing Dan Marino.
I know.
And you're down there and you see Dan Marino, and you're a kid, and you like the fish, and you like the colors. They're bright and it's cool, and their quarterback is cool, and they win a little bit.
You're right.
That's how they become Dolphin fans.
But you know what it bothers me, Tiki, from a fan perspective?
At least I feel like that is, like, you went and experienced it. Whereas the Cowboy fan,
Oh,
you just were bandwagoning.
Listen, there is no bigger bunch of losers than the Cowboy fans that walk around New York. I mean, we all know them. We all live around them. We all interact with them, and they're scum.
Yes.
They just are. And you're going to see a bunch of them today with their Rogers Staubach jerseys, their T.O. jerseys, and basically they've done nothing but win nothing for 30 years, and they like to tell you why they're better than. You know what? I enjoy my Thanksgiving dinner. Go watch yourself lose to the Chargers every couple of years. All right, 888-808-1019. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash live at Fanatics Fest. Alex Rodriguez at 1:30 today in our little bodega here. We're getting pictures from the side, the glass windows. I really do feel like a fish in the aquarium.
No, you are.
This is exactly what's going
you
on.
You are.
Fanatics Fest bigger and better than ever. I walked around earlier, so we'll keep it rolling. We do have a Cinco coming up live in living color next hour as well. Plus, the Yankee who I think is most significant to their second half surge, I will give you that as Yankees and Dodgers get set. And our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Let's see if I can get this Spirit pronunciation correct today. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka. And Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real vodka, Surfside is 100 calories only and 0 bubbles. You heard that right. No carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Total Orthopedics. Total Orthopedics is expanding across Long Island and New Jersey, with offices coming to Babylon, West Babylon, Comac, and West Orange. From sprains and broken bones to complex sports injuries, they're the experts at getting you back to being you. Visit TotalOrthoSportsMed.com today.
It's the marquee matchup of the season on WFAN with the Yankees and Dodgers. 7:05 today.
That baby's gone!
The home of Yankees baseball is The Fan. AM 660, 1019 FM, and available en Espanol on the free Odyssey app.
At NYU Langone Health, we know there really is no place like home. That's why we get our surgery patients home faster and have fewer readmissions than any other health system. That means once you're home, you won't need to go back for the same procedure. Instead, you can get back to the things you love. And the next time you need something else, we're here. Better health starts with a better health system. Learn more at nyulangonehealth.org.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started today. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We all love the app around here. It is safe and secure, has all the betting markets you could possibly want, and when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and older, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, please call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
The Sherwin-Williams Summer Sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off our newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Point. Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at Metamucil.com.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you washed that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Nope, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever, now with odor fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Sniff the difference.
Allstate is Metro New York's trusted auto insurer, protecting cars across the tri-state area. We are by your side when you need us most, providing you with affordable auto coverage you can rely on. So, switch to Allstate today, and you could save an average of $713 on auto insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
Bank of America is the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Helping people achieve their goals is what we do. So if your goal is owning a home, we're here to help with guidance and resources, including up to $17,500 in select markets when combining down payment and closing cost grants. Visit BofA.com/home team. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America N.A. Equal Housing Lender. Credit and collateral is subject to approval. Restrictions apply. This is not a commitment to lend.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And
low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
WFAN Live from Fanatics Fest is brought to you by Fanatics Fest, the world's #1 sports fan festival, and by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal, and nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Hi, this is New Jersey Attorney General Jen Davenport. Thinking about speeding? Think again. Don't let speeding be the reason that you or someone else doesn't make it home. Slow down and drive safely, New Jersey.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Bursting with bold citrus flavor, Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter. Crush Orange Soda is available now at your local ShopRite.
If you're a small business owner, choosing the right wireless provider can make a huge difference. Trust me on this. That's why I've always and only partnered with Verizon Business. Their My Biz plan makes it easy to build a wireless plan that fits the exact way you work. Period. Stop. Get the flexibility and reliability your business deserves, including built-in security or international calling. Connect with a Verizon Business rep today at verizon.com/bizfans and get started right away.
Today's Match Day Preview is presented by Fanatics Sportsbook. Download the Fanatics Sportsbook app today. Winning hits different here. The matchups are set for the World Soccer Championship and the third place game. In the third place game, France will take on England. Usually in this game, motivation comes into question, and you end up seeing a lot of goals. Over 3.5 goals is plus 100. France is minus 200 to finish third, while England is plus 150. The game will be played in Miami. Meanwhile, in East Rutherford, New Jersey, Spain will face Argentina. Spain is looking for their second title, while Argentina is looking for their fourth and hoping to go back-to-back. Markets are giving Spain a 42% chance to lift the trophy, and they are a minus 170 favorite. Argentina is plus 130 and has a 27% chance to win, according to markets. This has been your official Odyssey Sports Match Day preview, brought to you by Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Listen in ahead of each match day for the latest betting insights from Fanatics all tournament long.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it today to carsforkids.org. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K.
Gang Green fans, are the Jets ready to take the next step? Let us know what you think at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
Pat Riley did say the Heat have made a pitch as they look to pair LeBron with Giannis next year on South Beach. And from Adam Silver yesterday, we saw the baseball schedule come out for next year. We saw the NHL schedule come out. The NBA cannot put out a schedule, according to Adam Silver, until we get a decision from LeBron James. So the whole world, if you're waiting to see where to go see the Nets play the Wizards, you got to wait for LeBron James to make an announcement. And this Fan Focus is sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. What do we got going on here, T?
I just found Ronaldo in the crowd. Is your name Ronaldo? No.
Sure.
Sure? He said sure. It's
He
Ronaldo.
said sure.
He's got Ronaldo's
Okay.
jersey on. What's your name?
Benny.
Benny? Nice to meet you, Benny. Thanks for coming up and joining me for a second. This is your moment of fame. Are you nervous? No?
No.
No?
Benny, who's going to win the World Cup, Argentina or Spain?
Spain.
All right.
Spain.
We got a winner here.
I like it. Thank you, Benny.
He
Appreciate it.
got booed. Two people booed him for a World Cup pick.
Who's booing
geez.
Benny?
Exactly. We're not in Philadelphia. I mean, geez, cut the kid a break. I love this. Ronaldo. What are we looking for, Tiki? Little
Silver marker.
Silver and gold.
That one doesn't work.
So look at this. Tiki, man of the people, doing a radio show, handling his business, signing for everybody. This is what Fanatics Fest is all about.
I just multitask. That's
Multitasking. More on what I was just saying with the Fan Focus stuff. Yesterday, Tiki and I were talking about LeBron and not making the decision here. And I said, I have a lot of respect if you're not just making the decision to just do it at Fanatics Fest and you really are taking your time. But when I hear Adam Silver say, essentially the league is on hold for putting out a schedule for next year.
And that's all because of LeBron.
Well,
by the way, I
get it, because if you're having a retirement tour.
I actually respect that.
I do.
I respect the fact that they want LeBron James to have all of the love that he deserves for his career. Whether you hate LeBron James or you love LeBron James, he's iconic for the NBA. And so why not give every city wherever he plays the chance to love on LeBron James?
Yeah, and line it up. And, of course, you want to highlight him on Christmas Day. You want to highlight him on opening night. I get all that.
There you go, Benny.
But now knowing that Benny gets it. Look, Benny taking home.
Don't touch that, because that's a paint pen.
A paint
all right?
pen.
Thank you, Benny.
He's a kid. You think he doesn't know what a paint pen is?
I don't know.
Adults don't know what paint pens is, or he does. Now, Tiki, real quickly, just like we did with Benny. Doodles, can you come here for 1 second? Let's throw a headset on Doodles for just 2 minutes. Doodles, who makes a ton of his own caricatures and cards, has really presented Tiki and I with these, like Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash kind of cards. And Tiki had an issue with it earlier. Tiki, do you want to remind the audience just joining us on the radio your issue?
The issue with this particular card is that makes me look very black.
Very
like
black?
Very black.
Tiki has said he's very black.
I'm light-skinned black. I'm not even that black, and it's summer as this. Look at that. What's darker, that picture or me?
That picture is.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Doodles, listen, it's your moment of fame here, pal. You just saw Benny get the white pen paper. Are we too dark with the coloring at home?
I'm going to go with yes, because this is not the first time I've been told this. When I went to the O.J. Henderson Foundation.
You made O.J. too black, too?
I did make O.J.
There
too black.
seems to be a pattern here,
There's a
Doodles.
pattern. I feel like I want to blame the printers, but I feel like that's not enough because it's been 2 times now, so I'm going to have to make an adjustment in my doodles.
You know what it means, Doodles?
Yes.
You need more black friends.
I do need more black friends.
You know why?
Tell
because you'll see all the different hues of black people.
Oh, there you go.
And then once you know the different views, you'll be like, oh, I see the difference.
You're my friend now, too.
No, you're my friend.
There we know. Now I got another black friend.
So it's Espo's Doodles at Twitter. He's great.
Espo's Doodles on Instagram, actually. More on Instagram.
We've given you the pop. Here's what I will say. Evan Roberts, though, in here? Where's the red hair?
It's too brown. You know what? I got to lock in.
You know what? Take these all back. Rip them up.
You know what? I'll print a new one up. I'll be back tomorrow with a new one.
Follow any cartoonist on Instagram but Espos Doodles.
But Espos Doodles. Don't follow him.
Doodles, we do love it, though. I appreciate
Thank
maybe
you
a
so
single-day
much.
lunch show card. And you actually, I'm going to be honest, you could complain about being too black. He could complain about the red hair. I look jacked as hell.
I drew Shaun the best. I definitely drew Shaun the best.
You could argue you drew me the worst, but also the best.
Also the best.
So I appreciate it.
At Espos Doodle on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
So, cards, dude, he tweets out, Instagrams out, all this stuff. I've talked to him on Instagram. Great job, Doodles. Thank you so much for stopping by.
This is actually a dream come true sitting on a panel with you guys right now. This is actually insane. I cannot believe where I am right now. God bless you guys. God bless WFAN, and God bless the New York Giants.
All right. I thought we were going to get a God Bless America.
God bless America.
All right. There we go. All right. Clap it up for Doodles. This moment of fame. And make no mistake, Doodles is going to go to that Odyssey app. He's going to rewind. He's going to screen grab it. He's going to send it to everybody in his life and said he had his big star moment. We got a sick Brooklyn Nets shirt in the crowd. Oh, look at this.
All right, I got you, Doodles.
Do you follow Doodles?
I follow Doodles.
Now I'm going to feel pressure to follow.
You don't follow Doodles?
I just interact with him.
Oh, come on, dude.
Listen, I'm very, stingy
You're so
with my
bad.
followers. You're
Appreciate
welcome,
you, brother.
Doodles. Take care. I did tease Tiki going into break. The Yankee, I think, will be the most important to the second half. And while we await the Aaron Judge news, you might be thinking, well, of course, it's Ben Rice, it's Jazz Chisholm, it's Cody Bellinger. You got to have the offense going. No, I actually think the Yankee, that's the most important to the second half. And I think this combines health and obviously just being good. I think it's Max Fried, Tiki. I thought about this a lot today. Max Fried is starting for Scranton, I think, tonight. I forget which one of the minor league affiliates. I want to say it's Scranton. So he's beginning his rehab back. I want to remind you that as we sit here on July 17th, 2026, we have never seen a Yankee week that featured Gerrit Cole and Max Fried starting on the Yankees in the same week.
That's right.
When Max Fried was here last year, Gerrit Cole wasn't. When Max Fried got hurt, it was when Gerrit Cole came up. So we're still waiting on that. For the Yankees to attain a world championship this year, or even just chase down the Rays,
right,
it's going to be more on the back of starting pitching than it is even the offense.
No, I think you're right about that. I think we know that this offense can explode for double-digit runs if need be, but they're not going to do it every week. And they're not going to do it every week because they don't have their power hitters. Giancarlo Stanton, I have no idea what his update is. We keep talking about Judge. I have no idea when Stanton's going to be available. And Aaron Judge, even when he does come back, he's going to be a little bit compromised.
Yes.
And so can they hit home runs? Sure. Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, yes, they can do it, but they're not going to do it to the tune of 50 a year by one guy or 200 by three guys. So I feel like this Yankee team is going to be dependent on their pitching staff. And while I agree with you that Max Fried is important, I think as long as Cam Schlittler is Cam Schlittler and Gerrit Cole is Gerrit Cole, you're going to be okay.
You're going to be okay, but think about...
You're not going to be dominant, but you're going to be okay.
I totally get that. But if you think back over the last month, how many debates on our show and have been heard on the station about the Yankees trading for Skubal? The argument against trading for Skubal is that starting pitching is already something where the Giants are like... the Giants. Yeah, the Yankees. Tell them ready for football this week. The Yankees are like dominating is because Max Fried would exist. And I almost get the vibe through a year and a half of Max Fried's Yankee contract that we forget how awesome he is. Like Max Fried.
No, you're right.
Max Fried is an ace. Max Fried does stop the bleeding. Max Fried is one of the lowest ERAs combined with wins over the last 5 years in Major League Baseball. Getting Max Fried back to what he was doing last year and even the beginning of this year with Schlittler and with Gerrit Cole and having those three finally coexisting or try existing is unbelievable.
I will concede this. If Max Fried gets back to form, and you're right, he was the guy that the Yankees always looked to stop the bleeding. And Evan and I pointed this out, I think it was early this year, maybe it was last year, either one, and it happened in both, where if they were go on a 2-game losing streak, Max Fried comes up, it's over. Right?
Yeah,
he would end it. He would stop the bleeding. And so if Max Fried is healthy and Cam and Gerrit Cole are also healthy and pitching at a high level, it almost feels like the Yankees now are determined or need to be World Series contenders.
Yeah.
Like they have to be in the World Series if their pitching is both as great as it has been with all three of those guys.
And we're going to hear...
But we've never seen it. We don't know what that looks like yet.
And we're going to hear the famous Brian Cashman words in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be trade. It's like a trade deadline
Max
acquisition.
Fried is just like acquiring somebody at the trade deadline, and it drives me nuts every year when we hear it.
But he's kind of right this year.
However, if you're thinking about adding another big starting pitcher to the New York Yankees, it's been long enough. It's been 2 months since we've seen Max
But by the
Fried
way,
pitch.
that's why you don't do it. That's the argument against Skubal.
Against Skubal is because
Max Fried is going to be like your trade deadline acquisition.
Yes, he is. And again, how many starters start in the playoffs? 4. You have 3 of those guys that are already starting.
And you have Carlos Rodon.
And you have Carlos Rodon, who's going to start throwing too as well. So if you get Carlos Rodon cooking eventually, now you have something going. A-Rod apparently, a little update. Noon, we're being told.
I just saw Berkowitz. Why didn't he tell us?
I guess he informed the boy. He told our boss.
Oh, nice.
So if you're here, or if you're listening in your earphones, walking around Fanatics Fest and heard me tease 1:30, A-Rod at noon, which means that in the next commercial break, I'm going to do the Jess Clark special and clean up around here, so it looks nice, right, Jess? I know how that works. All right, let's get to you guys on the phone.
Alex won't care.
Abe in Brooklyn. Abe, what's up?
Hi, guys. I'm
What's
actually on my way to. I'm actually nice to see you, hear from you, Tiki and Shaun.
Likewise.
I'm actually on my way to Fanatics Fest.
Oh, fantastic. How far away are you? Get here before 2. We need to see you.
I want to come in, but I actually have an extra ticket because my brother canceled. And so if you guys know somebody, perhaps, but discuss that after. And secondly, Tiki, you know, I lost my thought.
Right. My bad.
Oh, Lindor, Francisco Lindor. I'm a Yankee fan. I don't know if they should really get him. I mean, it's you know, I remembered you were talking about Volpe before.
Yes.
Volpe is just okay, you know, nothing great, but you know, I feel I'm just iffy about Lindor, and also the Mets and the Yankees don't really do trades together. It's not going to work. If it doesn't work out for the Mets, they're going to look bad. So
well,
you got to stop worrying about the Mets and Yankees doing trades together. You got to worry about making your team better. I mean, Robin Ventura was traded to the Yankees.
When was that?
2001.
What?
2, 3? I've lost track of those years. They all kind of blend together.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, but that happened.
But it doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't. But hold on now. It doesn't happen a lot, but yet it's okay for the Mets to sign every single Yankee free agent when they become available? I mean, that's not a trade, but clearly they don't mind doing business in that way. I'm sorry. I have evolved as a sports fan. I feel this way about all my teams. I wouldn't like making another team that I'm either rivals or fake rivals with better, but ultimately, if that's the best return I'm going to get on somebody I've already put my mind on moving,
right?
I've used this term earlier in the show. I'm going to keep using it. Farm my own land. If they go, and you know what? Maybe this is also me as a sports fan. I saw Saquon Barkley win a Super Bowl with the Eagles. You can't hurt me anymore.
Are you still bothered by that, by the way?
Yeah, it's not.
It's funny because I'm not.
I'm not bothered by it, and I think
I was, and then I wasn't.
I wanted Saquon Barkley. I didn't want the Giants to reinvest in Saquon Barkley, and I maintain that was the right decision. It still sucks when you see him immediately win a Super Bowl and your team still stinks, so I'll acknowledge that. But I guess when you see that happen and you realize, hey, do you think this was still better for your team long-term to not do that? And by the way, I don't think the Giants probably don't sign Jermaine Illuminor if that happens or whatever. So my point is, farm your own land. Worry about how you're building your team and how that works. Don't worry about that other crap.
Right.
That's the way I work. I live with it. All right, Bill in Neptune. Bill, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys? Really excited. I'm coming up there on Sunday with my 2 kids.
Oh,
They're,
nice.
Putting their sports cards collection together to try and trade some stuff, so we're really looking forward to it.
Come see
Hopefully
Tiki and I will be here till
guys.
1 o'clock Sunday. Absolutely.
We're gonna stop by and see you guys. But listen, I wanted to touch base on the Mets real quick. You know, outside of Lindor, I don't think Lindor is really an option because of all the stuff that you guys mentioned, where there's no trade clause, his contract, his money, what you're going to get. But outside of that, like Tiki, you mentioned about them breaking down the core last year. How have they reestablished the core?
They haven't.
They
haven't reestablished the identity. Right. The identity's not there.
100%. And I think the pieces that they have right now, I mean, Luke Weaver is the number 1 trade chip they have. Francisco Alvarez has some value. Brazoban is a good controllable chip that they can trade away for middle relief.
Yeah.
And the prospects like Beatty, Mauricio, and Vientos, they don't really have much value. I don't see the Mets really doing much and getting a lot back this season at the trade deadline. They have a lot of work to do in the offseason with free agents. I really don't know what the status of the Mets is, but it's It's disappointing. And as a Mets and Giants fan, like, I'm so looking forward to the Giants.
Oh, you can't wait. You can't wait for 2 weeks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bill. That's the feel. If you're a Mets and insert whatever football, like Dolphins fan, Giants fan, you are pumped up right now for
2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. He's right about, though, the value for some of those the older young kids, not the Benjes and the Ewings. Those guys don't have a ton of value.
No.
And so if you trade them, what are you getting?
Vientos, baby,
right, but what are you getting back for them?
Those are ridding ourselves in the room and hoping somebody trades us a mid-level.
But it also kind of doesn't do anything for you.
Here's what it does.
Because you're not. I still feel the Mets need to have an urgency to win in the short term. This isn't a 4-year project.
No.
A 3-year project. This is Juan Soto's in his prime right now. We don't have a staff. We don't have consistency in basically any of the position players except for Lindor. How are we winning? And I think if you're trying to trade away the Brett Beattys of the world, the Mark Vientoses to get a prospect, you're not winning anytime soon.
You're not.
And so I feel like the Mets are stuck. Like they're in the worst purgatory you could be in because there's no clear avenue to success in the short term and maybe in the long term, but there's no clear avenue to win in the next 2 years.
But if you already know that, hey, listen, the Vientos Beatty stuff has reached its expiration. We're not getting what we thought we were getting out of these guys. It's also just one of those, let's get them out of the roster and just kind of flush this so that we don't enter spring training again going and with like our fool's goal of hopes. Because if you don't have those hopes and you're kind of force-feeding them in, they're not really minor leaguers anymore, even if they're 4A kind of players. And if you don't get, let's just say, the second level or third level type prospect now, it's only going to further deteriorate, Tiki.
Yeah.
So you might as well just get that and hope that you tap into something in your scouting with whatever prospect you find. That's the way it would go. All right. The great Alex Rodriguez, and I say great because I love the guy. I retired his number in the freaking station, is going to join us live here at Fanatics Fest at noon. That's World Series champion Alex Rodriguez. He's coming up next here at Fanatics Fest. If you're here listening to us, come on down. A-Rod next with Tiki and me. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on The Fan.
Circa Resort and Casino has tons of money that they're ready to give to you. $30 million in guaranteed prizes in Circa Million and Circa Survivor. There's no rake, so entries go above the guarantee. All that extra money goes to the prize pool. You have to register at Circa Sportsbook in Nevada, but then you can play from anywhere. Here are the 3 ways that you can win. Circa Million 6. That's $6 million in guaranteed prizes. It is $1,000 per entry with a maximum of up to 10. You don't have to do 10. You can just do 1. You pick 5 teams against the spread every single week, and the winner takes home $1 million. They're quarterly and season-long prizes as well. Then there is Circa Survivor. $20 million guaranteed to the winners. $1,000 again per entry with a maximum of 10. You pick 1 team straight up every week to win. If the team loses or ties, the entry is eliminated, and you can only pick each team once in the season. Go 20-0 or be the last person standing to win it all. Last year, 5 people split $18.7 million. And then finally, there's Circa Grandissimo. This is the ultimate high-stakes survivor game. $100,000 per entry. You heard that right. $100,000 per entry. $4 million guaranteed to the winner or winners, and all rules for Survivor are exactly the same, with a maximum of just 2 entries. Circa Resort and Casino has plenty of ways to win a ton of money. Sign up at Circa Sportsbook in Nevada and play from anywhere.
A-Rod joins us next at Fanatics Fest, and this Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by Flag and Anthem. Real clothes for real life.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Can the Red Sox continue to win games in the second half of the season? Boston looked buried and completely dead this year, but after 9 straight wins, they find themselves a half game out of the playoff race heading into the All-Star break. Behind their excellent pitching and timely hitting, Boston definitely looks like a team that isn't going anywhere and might just find their way into the playoffs. I'm PJ Glasser.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's, and by the first ever Infiniti QX65. A battle of contrasting styles makes Spain against Argentina an intriguing final. Spain's been historically good defensively, allowing only 1 goal in 7 games. Lionel Messi can make a final claim at tournament MVP. Argentina has 19 goals in their first 7 games. 2 of them were comeback wins. I'm Mike Conti.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Crush is the perfect pick for every match. Highlight and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter with Crush Orange Soda.
How do airplanes fly? What's in this box? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Learn how to store your gun securely and make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Odyssey Sports is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
Hazy sunshine, high 85.
Weather brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank guide. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
The savings are here. The savings are here.
Happy birthday, America.
It's America's 250th birthday.
We're celebrating all month long at Nielsen Dodge
by giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
With leases for $250 or under.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $250 a month. Yes, just $250 a month.
There's always 0 down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 24 months, due at sign, $63.43, add tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Shaun Morash. I had a chance to sit down with Will Ferrell, Molly Shannon, and the cast of Netflix's The Hawk. So, Molly Shannon, did it ever occur to you how much we missed you and Will together?
I like that people respond to the nostalgia because what they're feeling is real.
Yes, the nostalgia and all the feels. It's the golf comeback story for the ages. And The Hawk is now streaming on Netflix.
No! USA is up 2-0. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Relax, Mike.
See that, Dan? My left eye is twitching. That's my warning eye. It'll be 2-2 by stoppage time. It's never wrong.
With early payout from Bet365, I got paid the second they went up 2 goals. So to me, it's now the safest lead.
Early payout from Bet365, huh? Now my right eye is twitching, Dan.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T's and C's apply. In Apple.
Orgavatazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash live from Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center. And a favorite guest of ours, somebody I once retired the number of in our station at WFAN, the great World Series champion, Alex Rodriguez, live in living color. A-Rod, welcome on in, man. What's going on?
Shaun, great to see you. Tiki, thanks for having me. We're right back. It felt like we were here just a second ago.
I know, it does feel like it was quick. But this thing is awesome. Fanatics Fest is fantastic for all of the fans, obviously, but even for you guys, you get to see other athletes, you get to see people you maybe haven't seen in a long time. Is this annoying for you, or is this exciting for you?
No, it's definitely exciting because, especially the fact that it happens right here in New York.
Yeah. Right.
If it happens somewhere else, it could maybe be a little different, but New York's the Mecca. The Knicks have so much great energy going on in the city. You have FIFA. The city's buzzing. And sports and music are still the only two things that bring people together.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
You know?
Alex, obviously the Knicks have taken over this town with their championship here. I know maybe you don't want to hear that with the Minnesota Timberwolves, but as far as the Yankees, we're dying for another World Series here. It's been since you guys in 2009. Tiki and I were just breaking down. We're waiting on this word from Aaron Judge and what's going to happen with the re-imaging. Is there a world where we get bad news with Aaron Judge and the Yankees can still find a path to win a World Series this year? Or is it is it Judge or bust for this team?
I mean, the way it's been, it feels like we're a broken record the last 5 years. All you got to do is copy and paste. You don't even have to show up to work, Shaun. You can literally say the same thing. The struggles are the same.
Boy, do I.
And it's frustrating that we don't get to address these issues. For me, the way that Aaron Judge is such a transformational player, but what he means in that clubhouse, what he means to the fan base, ownership, and his teammates, he's just one of one. So I think it's very hard to win a championship without Aaron Judge.
Have you had injury like that before? Like an upper rib? Something that prevents you from doing what you physically need to do to be a good baseball player?
There's no question. And like Aaron, he's 6'7", I'm 6'3", so when you're taller, it's even worse because you have everything's long, everything.
Right.
And a guy like that, he's 34 now, not 24.
Right.
So what could take 3 weeks, for me, it used to take 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So this is a scary time, and what you don't want is, and the Yankees are well aware of this, have him come out a week early and then be a setback and then the season's over.
Alex, I've said this for a long time. I think you actually don't get enough credit for when you came over to New York and just without even thinking, I'm going to be the third baseman here. You come over, you switch positions, you were a great shortstop. As far as Aaron Judge goes, I think we have entered into that territory with all of the injuries he's had. At what point do you think the Yankees and Aaron Judge should start having the conversation in the years moving forward, whether that's a move out of the outfield where he's not crashing into walls to first base,
really
DH,
crashing into the ground.
Right.
That's what's hurt him.
It just feels like he's so important to the team. At some point, he's got to leave right field, doesn't he?
Yeah, but not yet. You know what, Shaun? When a guy like that, you think about Dave Winfield and some of the, Paul O'Neill, some of the great outfielders. The one thing about, Manny Ramirez, you can hide a little bit in left field, right?
Right.
There's a reason in Fenway, the toughest part to play in the outfield is right field.
Right.
It's enormous. Right. I think with the Yankee Stadium, it gives Judge plenty of protection. You're in the first base dugout, so it's a short jog. But to your point, Shaun, you got to come to a point where maybe you go in a week, if you have 7 games, you go 4 and 3 DH, right?
Yeah.
So you can really just keep them healthier.
Right. It's interesting you talk about age, him being 34 years old. I think the athlete nowadays takes so much better care of their body than we did. In our era. This era athlete looks jacked till they retire, basically. But when do you start feeling old? For me, I felt old at 30, but I'm a football player. It's different. You get beat up. When do baseball players start feeling old?
You know, that's a great question, T. You know, in 2009, I was 34. I was Aaron Judge. And by the way, 15 years of torture.
Right.
And T, my favorite player was Dan Marino. And I love Dan. Yeah. And Dan's a great friend. But all I can think about is, man, I know how much I've had to fight and debate that Dan's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Of course, my buddy Tom Brady has, ideas about that.
Right.
But it's a hard argument for me to debate anyone because he didn't win the title.
Right.
So I had that going through my mind. And Charles Barkley's another person that I loved. So I felt great when I was 34. For me, it was more like 37, 38, where injuries started to compound, and that it gets harder to recover.
Right. So Judge has got 4 years before he starts feeling old. Now, he can play forever if he wants to, but it's 4 years. When you look at that window, because we've been dying since you won it, when is the window closing for this
Well, Tiki, it's a great point. The arc is closing, right? That window's closing, and it puts tremendous pressure on Brian Cashman, ownership, the fan base, and what an absolute tragedy it would be to have one of the greatest players of our generation only go to one World Series and not win. Right. So I hope that, look, this is the bottom line, Shaun, and I know I love both of you guys. You guys do such great work. I listen all the time. If you're the Yankees, it's a very simple formula. This is the weakest the American League has been in our lifetime.
Heck yeah.
All our lifetimes.
No doubt.
The National League is very strong. You have a scenario where you can play White Sox and the Rays and go to the World Series.
Yep.
So if you're management, if you have an opportunity to go all in, you got to put all your chips in now.
What does that mean to you?
Go get.
Is that Scooble? Is that?
I love Jeremy Pena, the shortstop.
Okay.
I think he went to Maine. He's a fantastic guy. Aaron Judge makeup.
Yep.
And Tiki, if we were running any team, let's put the Yankees out of the way, and we're saying, hey, this kid John, we like him. We should all say, what's a measuring stick? World Series, down by 1. We're playing against the Mets in the World Series. Big-time pitcher on the mound. Can he put the ball in play to drive that runner in?
Yeah. Right.
Because if he's going to be a strikeout guy, I don't want him on this team.
Right.
And you get Judge and Stanton, and then you build a bunch of rabbits around him, like Rice and others, Bellinger, that can actually play good baseball.
So you just mentioned the all-in, and you kind of, Tiki hinted at with Scooble. This has been a big WFAN debate, and it's the idea of if there's two big fish out there, and they're Mason Miller and they're Scooble. One is a dominant closer, one is the dominant starter. The Yankees have a lot of dominant starters. If you had to pool your best prospects, you think it benefits the Yankees to go get the dominant closer or to get another ace?
I will go get Mason and Pena.
Okay. And you love Pena.
They're all in here. I like this.
You know why? Because a shortstop, I mean, look what Derek Jeter did here. You watched him here for 20 years. He was the leader. He was your Jalen Brunson. Everything starts with that leader up the middle.
Yeah.
But you need that guy to be rock solid. You know, when the Knicks fans look at Brunson, everyone feels good, right?
Oh, yeah.
When everyone looked at Derek Jeter, there's good feelings.
Right.
Mariano Rivera, good feeling. The other thing is, if you look at our team, we have less than 1 or 2 championships in that dugout.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
How can the organization has 27 championships? Not like what Lee Mazzilli, Roy White did for me, Larry Boa, Willie Randolph. These guys being around, Reggie Jackson.
They had been there, done that.
Oh, my God. When we struggled, when Derek and I would get in a funk, it was Reggie that would take us.
Right.
It would be Yogi Berra that would take us. And I think it's really important to bring championship DNA back in the building.
Now, let me ask you about your life outside of baseball. You are now, last year when we had you here, you were just in the process of being the Timberwolves owner. Now you are an owner. What's that like? Because it's the other side of the coin, so to speak. And Shaun is a Net fan, so he thanks you for Julius Randle.
Thank you for Julius. I'm hoping he brings the best.
But what has that been like? Because it was in the work for a while.
Yeah, Tiki, as an athlete, I was born right here in New York in the shadows of Yankee Stadium. And I saw my mom collect food stamps at the age of 12. And to have an opportunity to be part of such a great league, the NBA, it really is a dream come true. And when I go to the governor meetings, the board meetings, and all the people that are around, Jeannie Buss, Mark Cuban back in the day, Tony Wessler, all these incredible people that I've loved and studied for so many years, that they're now colleagues, is a real dream come true.
Yeah, no, it feels like it. I mean, it's one of the things that I think all athletes wish they could do. Very few get the opportunity, and you, because you were fortunate, made a ton of money, obviously. You have the opportunity. More importantly, you met the right people that you can partner with and be partners in these things. It gives you a huge opportunity to do something a lot of people don't get to do.
And Tiki, Magic was my role model. And 25 years ago, I asked Magic to go to like just a coffee, you know, Shaun, and we went for 30 minutes. We were there 3.5 hours.
Wow.
And Magic basically said, after he gave me his whole playbook, which I still have, 9 pages of notes, I asked him, Magic, why'd you give me so much time? He goes, because you asked, you called, you made eye contact, you were signing autograph, not signing, taking notes.
Yeah.
I asked for his autograph. but here's what he said. He goes, Shaun and Tiki, here's what he said. But when it's your turn, I want you to leave those doors open and help others, especially with people like us, men, black and brown skin, women, minorities, and everyone in between. You can't just go in the boardroom. You got to leave that boardroom open and let others with you.
Right.
One more for me, Alex.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza got the best of you guys national championship. Is Miami back up or what?
I love Mendoza. I saw him last night, actually. What a great kid. He went to Columbus High School, where I went my freshman year.
Did you tackle him? Because Miami couldn't.
Oh, man, he killed us. He killed us. It was a hometown kid, came to Miami and kicked Miami's butt.
Yeah.
And it was an incredible game. But I think Miami's back. I think we're back.
College football's better with it.
Berkowitz is over there on the side, like sweating. Like, stop talking about Miami.
Yeah.
Stop talking about Miami.
I don't think he has any other gear but the University of Miami.
Oh, of course he does.
He is finally employed by the university.
I just told you, my daughter does cheer. She wants to go to the University of Miami. I thought I had to call Berkowitz. But
well, that's.
He just said call him.
If you don't want them to get in, you call Ron. If you want them to get in, you call me. Tiki, you know me. You got my number. You don't need Ronnie.
Of course.
I love it. Well, Alex, thanks
appreciate
so much.
you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Keep up the great work, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The great Alex Rodriguez, World Series champion. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash live at Fanatics Fest. More when we come back next.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
It's the marquee matchup of the season on WFAN with the Yankees and Dodgers. 7:05 today.
That baby's gone!
The home of Yankees baseball is The Fan. AM 660, 1019 FM, and available en Espanol on the free Odyssey app.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900. 800-738-9900.
Flag and Anthem just launched their brand new corporate program. Want your company decked out in premium Flag and Anthem gear with your business logo right on the chest? Head to flagandanthem.com/CORP to check it out. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
BetMGM Sportsbook is giving you the chance to win a prize every day during baseball season. Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Log in every day for your chance to win, pick an area of the strike zone and take your swing. If you get a hit, you'll receive a prize. Smash a home run to collect a bonus bet. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook account and visit your promotions section to access the Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Swing for the fences every day with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets expire in 7 days.
Living in the city that never sleeps, you need a powerful home connection that keeps pace with your midnight grind. Keep your connection as legendary as the city itself. If you're a Verizon Mobile customer, switch to Fios Home Internet and get reliable 100% fiber optic speed for just $20 a month. It's high-speed fiber dependability for less than a week of subway rides. Visit Verizon.com and switch today. Availability varies for new Fios customers with auto-pay, mobile plus home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JPMorgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Craving amazing quality meats and seafood without the crazy high price tag? Wild Fork Foods has you covered. With over 600 meat and seafood options, Wild Fork Foods delivers high quality proteins at unbeatable prices. Stock up on everyday favorites like sausages starting at just $3 a pound and chicken leg quarters for only $1.84 a pound. Looking for something extraordinary? They've got globally sourced and exotic selections too. Shop at one of their Long Island, New York, and New Jersey locations or visit wildforkfoods.com today.
Zona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. It's quick, easy, and covers your whole morning, all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious? It's a full breakfast. It's a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions. Participation times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Hey, it's Shaun Morash. I got to sit down with Will Ferrell and the cast of The Hawk. So how does Lonnie the Hawk Hawkins compare to other Will sports characters?
I guess there's more Ricky Bobby in Lonnie, but I would say that Lonnie's the biggest narcissist I've ever played.
It may be the greatest comeback story in golf history. Classic Will Ferrell in The Hawk. And The Hawk is now streaming on Netflix.
This is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hi, I've been dreaming of having an epic college setup.
But your college budget is less than epic.
Way less.
Well, with IKEA, you can get everything you need for college, from bedding to storage and decor, all at a great price.
That's good economics.
Sounds like someone just found their major.
Visit IKEA in-store or at IKEA.us to get ready for college. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ senses a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released third-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
WFAN Live from Fanatics Fest is brought to you by Fanatics Fest, the world's #1 sports fan festival, and by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal, and nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Here's a World Soccer Championship Team Spotlight, brought to you by the first ever Infiniti QX65 and by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's.
England has embraced the expectations that come with being a favorite. The Three Lions blend physical midfield play, dangerous set pieces, and clinical finishing, earning a place among the final contenders with consistent performances throughout the tournament.
The night belongs to the fans. Join Tommy Lugauer for After Hours, weekdays at 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash live from Fanatics Fest, lower level here at the Javits Center. Great crowd funneling in. Great to hear from A-Rod. Love that. I had to sneak in the Miami football at the end. Brandon Mims will absolutely kick their ass.
He is a big fan of
he is. He loves it. It was very cool to have A-Rod stop by. The Carton Show will come your way at 2 o'clock here with McMonagle. Tiki and I are going to be back here Sunday hanging out, doing a show from 9 to 1 here at the WFAN Bodega, which just looks phenomenal.
Is that what we officially call it?
I guess, right? What would you call it?
I don't know.
There's no actual...
I don't think we actually had a sponsor, but...
No.
We should call it the Bodega, though.
Yeah, I think that's what it looks like. It works. The WFAN Bodega. I think it's great. It has all the signage. I think it has awesome. By the way, we're basically giving away candy like we're trick-or-treating here.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is that everything here is fake. All of the cereals are fake. The bags of chips are fake.
Sure about that?
The apples are fake. Yes. Open one.
Not what I was told.
Those are real?
Those have real chips in them.
No, they don't.
I was told this by Jess Clark. Now, obviously, nobody's allowed to grab them because we need the setup to hang like this. But yes, apparently real chips.
If those are real chips, why is nobody eating them?
Because they're here on a set and people aren't complete animals.
It's still a bodega.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the thing. We're a bodega, but we don't have like a restocking company tomorrow, Sunday.
Okay.
We're a bodega where everything's got to live on the shelves.
All right.
Now, I believe that's real pancake syrup.
I mean, that probably has to be.
That could be real dish detergent. I think that's real soda. The question is, I don't think that's real Fruit Rings or Fruit Loops.
Yeah, that's just a box.
It is a box.
That's a box that looks like a cereal box.
But I think we nailed the theming, man. I absolutely love it. I think it's awesome. The audience that keeps funneling in and out, those are definitely not real bananas.
The only thing that's real is up there, guys, is the candy.
The candy. So you want a Twizzler? Have fun with your Twizzlers. The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Messi seems to be taking Argentina's criticism and conspiracy theories personal. He met the media yesterday stating, quote, "Nothing was handed to us." And that's just been like a bear being poked by Argentina. Messi seems a little fired up and a little annoyed. Everybody here as Spain gets ready to take on them in the World Cup final.
Look, they're a good team. They know how to respond to adversary. They wear you down. They've been, I don't say fortunate, but they've gotten a little bit lucky because they haven't played their best matches and then find ways to win at the end. Total Orthopedics and Sports Medicine expanding across Long Island, New York, and New Jersey with new locations opening in Comac, Babylon, and West Orange. Expert care is closer than ever. Their top-rated doctors treat everything from everyday injuries to complex orthopedic conditions. Wherever you are in your journey, they're there to help you move forward. They are the experts at getting you back to being you. Visit TotalOrthoSportsMed.com to schedule your appointment. That's TotalOrthoSportsMed.com or call 855-321-ORTHO.
I'm going to do a Cinco in just a second. But if you know anything about me, Tiki, you know I love a good pat on the back.
Yes.
You know I love when the rare times I'm right about something I'm right. So I have waited 2 hours and 20 minutes into the show, and I was here for another hour prior. And I've walked around, and I have seen jerseys of all kinds. I mean, I'm staring at a Met jersey. Who we got on the back there? Turn around. We got a Juan Soto Met jersey.
Of course.
A classic Vince Carter Raptors jersey. For some reason, a Mookie Betts American League All-Star
You are way
jersey.
too young to know Vince Carter.
That's a cool jersey.
That is a great jersey.
Yeah. The Jalen Brunson jerseys, most popular ones.
Is that LeBron?
Yeah.
Is that LeBron? LeBron with a Dallas Cowboys star.
That's cool.
It's kind of cool.
And you saw the girl walking before. She was in like a fake Knicks parade float. Very cool. Is that a Sam Darnold jersey? Who we got? Oh, a Lockett. A Tyler Lockett. This even further backs me up, Tiki.
Wait, Sam Darnold wore 16 last year?
I don't remember what number he wore. I'll be honest.
I don't think he did.
have. I used to be so good at that, and I'm good with our own teams. If you ask me what number Sam Darnold wore with the Seahawks, I got no idea. No idea.
I actually have no idea.
My buddy Daly's here. What are you repping? Some Knicks shirt? Biggest Knick fan I know, by the way. This guy was basically on the verge of tears. Shout out West Babylon, Long Island, Daly. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Here's my point, though. Here's my pat on the back. See all these jerseys? Argentina, this, that, the other thing. I just saw a jersey for the first time today that I asked myself, walking in here this morning, am I going to see a lot of those? Where are the Jack Hughes Team USA jerseys?
Oh, stop it.
Now, he's signing today.
It?
He's signing autographs.
Why are you being a hater today?
I'm not being a hater. I'm being truthful. I want to take you back in time to February when Jack Hughes scored the winning goal and he was Mr. America and everybody went nuts. And I was told by savages, mind you.
Sam Darnold wore 14, by the way.
14. I was close enough, 16. I was told by so many people in my @mentions who called this show, scoring a goal for your country is more important than any team you play for professionally. We care about this more. And I said to myself, you guys are nuts. You're living in the moment. Yes, that was a cool 2 weeks at the Olympics. Yes, he's an American hero. And I'm putting that in quotes. I mean, let's relax here. He scored that goal. But here we are in the immediate Fanatics Fest that exists following Jack Hughes being a hero. And I have now seen on a day, he's going to sign autographs. One Jack Hughes.
He's signing autographs today.
Today. And the photo ops.
What time? What time?
I don't know, but I know I saw his name. I walked past and I was trying to count like who was here.
I guarantee you, an hour or 2 hours before Jack Hughes is supposed to be here, there are going to be tons of Jack Hughes jerseys. There you go.
Okay, but see my point? That's
right there.
There is a young woman.
Look, literally, you said nobody's here wearing this jersey.
Hold on.
Nobody.
I said I just saw
out
my
of
first.
nowhere, this beautiful young lady shows up, and she's got an 86 Hughes jersey.
Yeah.
Eat my shorts.
I'm not going to eat your shorts. That's disgusting. I'd rather eat the fake fruit rings. Jack Hughes Devils jersey, not a Jack Hughes Team USA jersey. Another Jack Hughes.
Okay, she just loves the Devils then.
My point exactly. We only care about our professional teams.
She also loves Team USA.
Stop it. Where's the Jack Hughes Team USA stuff, guys? That was supposed to be such a big moment. By the way,
What? Stop. Pause.
What happened?
They're so popular, they're on back order.
What do you mean they come in September?
She can't get it till September.
Well, I don't think we should.
Sit down, Shaun.
I don't think we should be broadcasting that in an event sponsored by Fanatics that they can't get the jerseys out till September.
I don't think they're Fanatics jerseys.
Well, who's making them?
I mean, it's Team USA. Does Fanatics have the Team USA contract?
I think they have every contract.
I mean, they probably do have every contract.
Right, the point is,
but they might not have the Team USA contract. That's all I'm saying.
So you mean to tell me there were so many Jack Hughes Team USA jerseys that nobody could get them till September? Then how did that guy I saw walking by have one?
Because he's cute. He has a popular girlfriend. He's like the
he dumped her.
No, he didn't.
He dumped Tate McRae.
No, he didn't.
Didn't they break up? Am I nuts? You would know Jack Hughes, lady.
Yes. They're together.
Are you sure about that?
Hold on. Did they?
Well, a little live audience. Can somebody tell me if Jack Hughes is still with the hot country singer or not? All right, never mind. We got a guy yelling Rondé's better looking than Tiki.
And that is the biggest lie you'll ever hear.
Point is, I'm right. This place, the moment the Knicks won, you bunch of phonies that acted like Team USA's hockey win was going to be the biggest deal, turned your back. Now everybody's in Brunson jerseys. You can't smell a Jack Hughes Team USA shirt here.
Hold on. I almost called you Evan because that point was so stupid.
It's a right point.
The Knicks won a championship, bro.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. And my point all along was we care more about the teams that we invest our livelihoods in than 2-week runs by our countries.
It's the Knicks.
We're agreeing.
Okay, the Nets won a championship. Do you care about anything else?
No.
Exactly.
No, thank you. But I said this. No, you can't play. This is like sociopath behavior playing on me. This was my point. My point was...
Maybe I've forgotten what my point was.
Hold on.
What was my point?
Hold on. I'm going to shake this out, and we're going to go back to doing Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash in February. Hey, Tiki, everybody's all pumped up about this goal and saying how it's the greatest moment ever. Can we stop as Ranger and Islander fans rooting for Jack Hughes? Because in the end, we're only going to care that he doesn't play for our team and he plays for our rival Devils. Answer back, Tiki Barber. But this is the country. It means so much more than playing for the Devils and Rangers.
It does.
Fast forward a couple months later, and nobody walking the Javits Center gives one iota of a crap that Jack Hughes scored a Team USA goal. They care about the Knicks winning the finals.
That's because the Knicks improbably won a championship.
But that was my point. We care about these teams because that's where our emotion is.
But nobody thought the Knicks were winning a championship.
So that means we had to fake celebrate Jack Hughes in February?
Knicks fans wanted it. Nobody saw it. This came out of nowhere.
All right.
Until you got to the postseason, and they beat up on Atlanta after being down 2-1. Everybody thought the Knicks were inevitable.
What is this? Hold on, somebody in my headphone. Plenty of room still available to buy the Jack Hughes photo op. So get on up there. You guys can hang in there.
That is a lie.
I don't know about that. I think
What's
I'm
your
accurate.
obsession with Rondé?
This guy, okay.
I mean, seriously.
There is a guy, everybody
I love
here.
him too. He's my identical twin brother.
We are on the radio, so people can't see this guy. We are around a bunch of people wearing sports shirts and everything. We have a guy here in a regular shirt with glasses tucked in, like he just came from the office, standing above our fake apples as we're trying to do the show, and all he keeps yelling at Tiki is, "You're not Rondé." What is the issue, dude? Okay, so he met Rondé because nobody could hear you.
At a Virginia game.
At a Virginia game, and he was the nicest guy.
I was there too, by the way, and he probably met me because I was the one that scored all the touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So just to be clear, I think that's a great story. You think it's great to yell at Tiki that he's not his brother and not as nice as him? That was your big moment today when you walked in the Javits Center?
You know what the ironic thing is? He clearly doesn't know my brother.
No, because he wouldn't be the nicest guy.
My brother is evil Tiki.
Yeah, he's bad Tiki.
He is bad Tiki.
And I'm going to take...
And I'm not even joking. My brother is bad Tiki.
Having been through this, not nearly to the level you've been through this, I'm going to have a little prediction for you.
Go ahead.
When we take our next commercial break...
He is a Super Bowl champion and a Hall of Famer and all that good stuff, but he's bad Tiki.
When you walk off this set and you do what you do and you're a people pleaser, he'll be the first one going, "Can I get a picture, please?" I know I just heckled you for 36 minutes, but can I get a picture, please? And how about that Morash? What a jerk he is to Jack Hughes.
I mean, why are you so on Jack Hughes, bro?
Because I saw
What made Jack Hughes jump to the top of your mind
to
bring it up after we just had the great Alex Rodriguez on?
Because I came in here with a mental checklist. I said things that happen in the sports world since the last time we were at Fanatics Fest are usually represented at Fanatics Fest, like the Knicks championship. And I said to myself, I swear, I got out of Penn Station, walked up the Long Island Railroad today, track 16, which is a pain in the ass. I get up there, and I'm walking, and I went, what's the scene going to be like for Jack Hughes today?
Okay, so can I throw something else out there that you're not going to like?
Okay.
Maybe people just don't like hockey that much.
That doesn't offend me. I love hockey. If you're missing out, that's on you. Just like when people say they don't like soccer, and you go, well, the game is played in the middle of the field.
How many soccer calls have we taken over the last 2 days?
We've done.
A ton.
I've done. By the way,
people don't know they don't like soccer. People watch hockey and don't like it.
That's true. All I know is this. Evan Roberts returns Monday. So if you have a soccer call, make it now at 888-808-1019.
So this afternoon or Sunday.
That's it. Or
Otherwise,
Sunday.
you're not getting it anymore.
Or you're out. John in Wayne, New Jersey. John, what's up? You're on the fan.
Hey, John.
What's up, guys? Fifth Friday in ordinary time. Fifth Friday since the Knicks won the championship. So let's go Knicks. Knicks in 5. Sean,
I love that bit.
It's only been 5 Fridays?
Wow. I know. It seems like a lifetime peak.
It really does.
It's crazy, right? The parade was a month ago. That's it.
That's right.
Sean, I'm a big Rangers fan. I am a massive Knicks fan. I'm still not down from this high. There is nothing more important to athletes, in my opinion, than playing for your home and country. Look at the World Cup.
Okay.
Look at the World Baseball Classic. What I would also tell you is that, and this is crazy to think, the USA has won a gold medal in hockey more recently, past 5 weeks ago, than the Knicks had won an NBA championship. So I hear you about Knicks fans going absolutely bonkers, myself included. I'm still 50,000 feet above the ground.
Right.
And as a Rangers fan, God bless Jack Hughes, because I know that's going to kill you, and you might hang up on me, but
I got to hang up on you anyway. You're not going to be on for 2 hours.
that was an incredible moment, man. So, and I believe that those jerseys are in back order. So I don't know. I tend to disagree with you a little bit. And if it sounds like they might be selling shovels over there because you're digging a deeper hole by the second.
I'm not digging a deeper
hole.
hole.
To enjoy yourself and
take it.
I was right in February and I'm right now. And look, I don't deny that athletes. First of all, if they had like a sports radio Olympics, I probably would care more about like, hey, I'm going up against England in like a take battle over WFAN in New York. I'm sure I would, but I also don't care what the athletes think. I'm talking about from a fan perspective.
They would sound more proper, but you'd probably win.
I agree. They would be, cheerio, our defense. Also, I thought about this too with the World Cup.
Smacker.
I thought of this yesterday because we brought up. I think I made a passing joke about like, hey, if you're doing sports radio in London today after that collapse, what does it sound like? I have a sickness where I come home after shows and I think about things that were said, and I started to play in my head last night. Do they even have sports radio in London? And if they do, is it 12 months a year doing soccer?
I don't know if they do. I'm sure that they have to have some sort of radio. I don't know.
Right? Is that an American thing? Like, obviously they broadcast games in England, but are they doing, like, is there a WFAN that's, like, doing a live broadcast from Tottenham Stadium?
I doubt it.
Probably not,
I doubt it.
Maybe they do, like, a show on another station.
It feels like sports radio, especially talk radio, is a uniquely American thing. But I could be wrong.
It does feel very uniquely American. So, even another thing we do better than England.
Yeah.
We took your soul 250 years
ago. By
default. They do? Mookie Betts over here is telling me they do.
They do sports talk radio.
Wow. All right. I'm going to have to...
But is it American or is it English?
English? Well,
are they talking... Like, I could see expats going and doing radio in London or in Spain.
Imagine Al Cintron over there breaking down the Premier League.
Yeah, seriously.
Al, we heard you doing the overnights at WFAN. I think you'd be great for afternoon drive in London.
Right.
Yo, hold mine. No shot that Manchester's going to handle this. That would be the Al Cintron show there. All right, Connor, let's fire it up. It's Cinco time.
Shaun Morash in the booth. Somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling. No! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking. Nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Roncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Cinco de Luncho is brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. And they did hide the queso. I don't know. Bodegas sell queso. Even the Tostitos con, I can't find it.
But there is no queso here.
There's no queso. They literally hid the queso.
That's right.
They hid. By the way, queso sounds great right now, doesn't it? I'm starting to get starving. All right, here we go. Cinco de Luncho. Sorry, Colin Green fans. I'm stepping right up. It's the 5 Reasons Fanatics Fest is the place to be this weekend. Got to walk around before the show, check it all out. So here's my list. Here we go.
Number 5.
Getting to see card traders do their dirty work. Now,
card traders.
Okay, I am not a card guy. I was younger, and obviously this took off again in the pandemic. So if you go upstairs, Fanatics Fest is bigger than it was the last 2 years. It feels like it keeps growing. They've really spread the floor. Watching these dudes walk in, and I'm sure the people here have seen them, where they're carrying the safes on wheels. Right. And it's they have these prestigious cards they have.
Well, they have the packs of cards. It's called ripping.
Or breaking them.
Right?
Breaking
and ripping them.
But they have the specific ones they're trying to trade. And watching them go up to tables, trade them for another card, then taking that same card and going 4 tables over and getting more money for that than they would have gotten to the other one. Is
that what they're actually doing?
Dude, so I witnessed a little of this last year, and I was watching a little of it with the VIPs earlier. It's a fascinating process. Again, I don't have the stomach for it. I would get robbed blindly. I wouldn't know what I'm doing.
You have no idea the value.
But these guys that know what they're doing, and I'm watching, I'm like, does the dude 4 tables over know that you just went and profited more money than he did there? It's fascinating.
I just saw another Jack Hughes jersey, by the way.
Did you?
Yes.
Team USA or Devils?
No, it was just the Devils.
Okay,
There's
and
another
he's got
one.
the green Devils. All right.
There you go.
You know what? Good sign for Fanatics Fest. All 11 Devil fans, including Tiki Barber, have made their way to the Javits Center. We'll see you 3 times in December. Another Jack Hughes shirt. Boy, it's like I put up a bug zapper and all the bugs have come in. I mentioned Jack Hughes earlier. All right, here we go.
Number 4.
Have you felt the energy around Fanatics Fest?
Yeah, of course.
Have you seen the amount of people here that are passionate sports fans? Have you the food, the beer? You guys are all breathing. You know why? This is the number 4 reason to check out Fanatics Fest. It's the opposite of what Citi Field's going to feel like the rest of the year. There's actual people here.
Cold-blooded.
There's actual energy here. There's longer lines for food here.
Do they have another fireworks show?
Fanatics Fest might be doing one. Who knows?
I'm talking about the Mets.
Let me tell you something.
They have another fireworks show. They need another bark in the park.
Let's look it up. There might be 7 Hello Kitty giveaways by the time the end of the year comes around for the Mets. All right, here we go.
Number 3.
I mentioned people watching at the card exhibit. The people watching at the WWE exhibit. This to me, and we're getting a crack over there. I watched the evolution of this last year and this year. So you ever go to Tiki?
I haven't seen this.
Okay.
What do they do? Are they
all right.
like jumping off the top?
Let me put it. Evan would more
Butting
understand
heads
this.
into the turnbuckle?
Not like that. You're more of a world traveler, okay? I'm more of a fake world traveler. I was just in Disney for the second time this year. When you go to a Disney park and the gates open, people, they call it rope dropping. You run for the big exhibit. At 9 o'clock this morning when I walked in, the rope drop for VIPs, if you weren't going to the card tradings or weren't lined up for this, was head to the WWE exhibit because it's become
Why? Who was there?
It's not who's there. You line up and you wait in line to walk out of their fake runway and Titantron thing. So you go up and I think you pick whatever wrestler's song you want to come out to. And you see these people and they come out and they're just doing the Cody Rhodes. They're doing whatever. And it's like now for the second straight year, the thing to do. Now, would I have fun doing that? Remember last year Eli and Brady did it?
Yeah,
it was like a famous thing. Watching the people do it, I could sit there for 2 hours watching people think
this little kid did it, didn't
This
he?
kid did it?
Yeah.
It's a kid? He's an adult sitting down on the ground.
Oh, you did it?
Get up, young
come
man.
on.
Get up. Come here. You're in a Jackson Dart jersey. Come here. Let's swing him around to the
Yes.
side. I got to ask him about this.
Right.
All right. This guy's wearing a Jackson Dart jersey like a pig. He was sitting on the ground. Just
Right
real
here.
quickly. Right here. I just want to ask you. You did the WWE. Put this on. No problem, young man. What is your name? Hold on. Put on the microphone. Tell us.
You got to hear.
What is your name?
Patrick.
Patrick. Where are you from?
Rocky Point, Long Island, New York.
Nice. Out east. You've made quite the trek here. Now, you did this WWE thing?
What?
I did. I got bullied into it. I'm not a big peer pressure guy.
So it's his fault.
No, he's actually not here. He ran
Oh,
away.
right.
He ran away. All right. So what song did you pick to come out to?
DX, are you ready?
Okay. So an old school, are you ready? Now, you didn't get peer pressured. Let's just be honest. When you walked in here today, that was the thing you wanted to do.
Are you a
wasn't it?
huge WWE fan?
Yeah.
Don't lie on the radio.
I am.
You are. Okay.
I am.
And so you went there, and that was the first thing you wanted to do today?
Was this captured?
Not the first, but, since John Cena's retired, I was like I was going to think of John Cena, but I had to pivot, because no one played DX in so long,
So you wanted to get the crowd going. And this is my point, Tiki. These people, thank you very much. Go back to sitting on the floor now with your White Claw.
You want me to sign that?
All right. Hey, the pandemic called. They want their drink back. And look at this. He comes up. He gets a nice Tiki Barber signed football. Perfect. Tiki, man of the people. So there you go. He did the DX song. So, yeah, that's number 3 on Cinco is the people watching. And you get to see.
Is it wrong that I don't know what the DX song is?
Really?
I have no idea.
Generation X?
I have
They were
no
like
idea.
the thing when I was younger. Triple H.
Let that dry.
All right. Good job. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Dylan, is that what he said his name was?
Thanks for participating.
I forgot what he said his name was. Yeah? All right. Take care. In the Jackson Dart jersey. All right, here we go, Connor. I forgot what number we're up to, so just play the number.
Number 2.
Oh, okay. Number 2. The reason Fanatics Fest is the place to be this weekend on Cinco is young fans are on the verge of tears meeting Chris McMonagle. Did you see this social media post yesterday?
I did.
So, yes.
I thought it was like his daughter or something.
I know he doesn't have a daughter.
I know, but like what he didn't know he had.
Dude, last night, if this WFAN video on Instagram got 50,000 views, I'm 10,000 of them. This young lady was so excited to meet Chris. She's jumping up and down. She's going, and I love that. She's a big fan of WFAN. But if I told you, and I've lived a long WFAN life of climbing the ladder behind the scenes, and a lot of that time I climbed with Chris McMonagle. And if I told Chris McMonagle in 2012, when I was ordering Chinese food with him at midnight, getting through a Steve Summers show, that one day you would be at a live event at the Javits Center where young girls were crying at the idea of meeting you, as Chris sat there in that chair running the board with his butt crack hanging out, he would tell me, you don't believe it. And this girl, I couldn't get enough. So if we see more of that today, come to the WFAN bodega and just watch people go, oh my God, Chris McMonagle.
Are you jealous?
Of course.
Do you want that kind of love?
Of course.
And adoration?
Everybody loves love and adoration. And people have been great to me. Have I ever had anybody look like they were openly weeping meeting me? Maybe. Actually, you know what? I should take that back.
Maybe he stepped on her foot.
No, he didn't. This girl was excited. I did have somebody openly weep when they met me. And this scenario just happened, Tiki. in the last commercial break, a guy came up out of nowhere as I'm talking to people, and he goes, "Hey, is Evan Roberts not here?" To which I said, "No, Evan's on vacation this week. He takes off All-Star break." And I said, in full disclosure, we love Evan. He's not the most social person in the world. He's probably okay not being here. The guy didn't ask for anything from me, didn't ask for anything from you, didn't even say goodbye. He beelined it away from our bodega like I had told him the worst news on the planet.
What, was he like crying and walking away?
That was the point. That was the closest I got. He was on tears of meeting me knowing this was it. That's what I got out of this.
So
I got to meet Shaun Morash. He was disappointed.
Oh.
In tears. I didn't get the Christmas. Are those happy tissues or sad tissues? I got the sad tissues.
You got tears. You got cries.
Chris got the happy. Look at this. We have Jack Hughes Team USA shirts here.
Look at this. Look at this.
All right.
See, you talk trash, and they come out of the woodwork.
Oh, excuse me. What do I hear? That's Shaun being right again. It took two people that they had to flag down. Jack Hughes probably sent himself to come here. And so much for you can't find Jack Hughes Team USA gear. That kid's wearing
No, the
it.
jerseys. That's a T-shirt.
So where are the T-shirts?
The jerseys.
That should be the most popular thing besides the Jalen Brunson jersey.
People probably
Fanatics
don't know about the Jack Hughes Team USA
Well,
T-shirt.
if it was such a big deal, shouldn't people know
No,
about
because they want the jersey.
I disagree.
If you're going to spend the money, spend it on a jersey.
Speaking of that theme, let's get to the last one.
Number 1.
Oh, I thought you were already there.
Dude, this has been the longest Cinco ever, but we're in front of a live audience. Let's lean into it. The number one reason Fanatics Fest is the place to be this weekend, for the first time out of 3 Fanatics Fests in our city, New York fans get to walk around here holding a racing championship.
Yeah, that's right.
Last year, we walked around
We haven't
here.
had one. We haven't had one
in forever. And Fanatics Fest is a great event. But I tell you, Tiki, I took it personal last year. And I know I'm not a Knicks fan, and that's fine. I'm an Ed fan. I got to live with it.
You appreciated it, though.
But I did appreciate it. I got friends that are Knicks fans. And even me, I had to be like, hey, I feel good for you guys. And I felt like I matured in that process. Last year, the one thing that annoyed me the most about Fanatics Fest is we as New Yorkers, we kind of felt shame. Our team stunk. You know, John Harbaugh wasn't the coach of the Giants. The Yankees had lost the World Series. The Knicks, forget about it. They're never going to win. And we saw Philly Eagle jersey after Philly Eagle jersey like a beeline from Penn Station up the Amtraks. And there's the Jack Hughes Team USA jersey that I might have overestimated. But seeing all the Knicks jerseys here, as much as I'm not a Knicks fan, guys, this is the moment. Like, this event is held in our city every single year.
Yes. And it's held this year with the champions.
Yes, we as a city get to look at it and we go, we had the parade.
Right.
We had the parade. And I think that's the number one reason to walk around here and enjoy Fanatics Fest. It's the place to be this weekend. What happened? Did somebody send out a bad signal and said send all the Jack Hughes Team USA stuff? By the way, pointing at the 86. Good for Jack Hughes, by the way, winning that gold medal, because you ain't going to win crap this year with the Devils.
Shut up. You're such a hater.
Can I do NHL for a second?
Go ahead.
Why not?
We did soccer all week, so I'll let you do NHL for a second.
I'm a nerd. I love schedules. We do the NFL schedule stuff. Anybody listens to my podcast, I do all the Giants schedule stuff. The baseball schedule comes out yesterday. Couple schedule things. Baseball and hockey dropped their schedule. The NHL dropped an 84-game schedule. I was trying to go through some of it on the fly yesterday during the show. When I got to further deep
and that's
dive,
new this year.
84 instead of 82.
82, right.
I look for Ranger Islander games. I look for certain dates on the calendar. Black Friday, all this. Rangers playing Super Bowl Sunday, the Friday night before. One thing that bothered me, Rangers Devils, they are playing 4 games this year. 3 of the games are within a 2-week span in December.
Huh.
So think about it. You have a schedule
so
for
they're getting them out of the way in December. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't going to be paying attention to it.
Exactly. One is on December 27th. The Rangers and Devils will not play a game outside of potentially the playoffs, whatever, if you want to dream, in 2027.
So why are you scared?
No, it has nothing to do with being scared. I'm a little annoyed. I like a dispersion of my rivalry games, Tiki. So if I see all the Jack Hughes people walking around and I want to walk into the Rock with my chest up as, the Rangers actually maybe muster a couple goals.
Oh, you're going to come to Jersey and go to a game.
Yeah, but I got to squeeze that all in December? As Santa Claus is getting ready to come down the chimney? It's expensive December for Santa.
The things you worry about.
It's stupid. Now, baseball-wise, did you pay attention to the baseball schedule yesterday at all?
I did not even know that the baseball schedule was coming out yesterday.
It usually comes out in the summer, and I think strategically doing it during the All-Star break is smart if you're going to put it out in the summer. I'm a fan of, the season ends and then look at the schedule, but that's fine. It comes out. Evan texts us yesterday. I'm on the train ride home.
Oh, I did see that text.
Evan, for those who want to know if Evan Roberts is a real person, Evan couldn't wait on vacation to make sure we were on top of the baseball schedule for next year. So he texts us, the Subway Series next year, if there is a baseball season. 1, Memorial Day weekend. Not Memorial Day Monday. Memorial Day weekend, I think, is at Citi Field. The other, it's important to note, will be this date next year. The first series out of the All-Star break at Yankee Stadium is Mets-Yankees Subway Series. So you will come out of the All-Star break and right into a Subway Series.
That one's on the road.
That's at Yankee Stadium.
That's at Yankee Stadium,
So
yes.
Yankees are hosting the Dodgers this weekend. So let's say Fanatics Fest is the same weekend next year, coming out of the All-Star. I don't know that it is. Maybe they picked the date or
July
whatever.
16th
Yeah.
is the date.
You'll be sitting here humming around Fanatics Fest on a day of the Subway Series, which is kind of crazy.
And then the first Subway Series is May 28th.
Which is Memorial Day weekend,
Yes.
but not the Monday. So the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and if you lived Memorial Day weekend around this city and this town, you know one thing. Those 3 games are getting rained out. It rains every freaking Memorial Day weekend. So if you don't think there's going to be a baseball lockout and you're looking to book your Jersey Shore houses, your Fire Island houses Memorial Day weekend, hold the phone. We got 3 Subway Series games Memorial Day weekend next
Just
year.
watch it on television, dude.
No, come on. The Subway Series is fun to go to. I love going to the Subway
Did you
Series.
go this year?
Yes, I went to the Saturday game.
Right.
And Friday I had a big party at my house for it. And then all the Met fans went, we don't care. We don't care anymore about these games. They used to be our World Series. We don't care. September 11th, 12th, 13th, going to be all Yankee fans there too. Met fans will be totally done onto the football weekend. All right, when we come back, reason number 5 on the week to be excited for football season, Tiki?
We did that.
We didn't do it today.
We didn't do it yet.
No.
Oh, we did the stupid argument already.
The dumb argument. Please
whatever
put some
it is.
respect on the name. We
You
will
made
do
it
that
up.
and get through this final hour as everybody packs into Fanatics Fest. The Carton Show comes your way. I'm starting to sweat now, which is odd. I'm gonna
That's
need
because
some
you're getting
deodorant.
all heated up over Jack Hughes for some reason.
Hey, listen.
And then all the people came out of the woodworks and proved you wrong.
You know what we call that? A half an hour radio on remote. We did it. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on The Fan. And you ever wonder why Fanatics Sportsbook is America's fastest growing sportsbook? Other sportsbooks, well, their rewards are just the same old, but Fan Cash is the ultimate sports currency, and betting with Fanatics lets you stack Fan Cash. With Fanatics Sportsbook, you can get up to 10% Fan Cash back on your wagers, win or lose. Use your Fan Cash to unlock the world of Fanatics with unlimited profit boosts, exclusive merch, collectibles, game tickets, and so much more. If you want value for bets, Fanatics will always have your back. Did I also mention they're giving away millions in Fan Cash this year with games like Fan Cash Drop? Tap in every Friday and see what the fuss is all about. So switch to a sportsbook that will always give you more to play with. Go check it out yourself and download the Fanatics Sportsbook app today. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York residents, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Connecticut residents, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
If you're looking to level up your wardrobe, you got to check out Collars & Co. You've seen them on Shark Tank. They landed that deal with Mark Cuban. They are the team behind the dress collar polo that sold over 1 million shirts. Well, now they've launched the Maverick Performance Blazer, and this thing is legit, sharp, lightweight, and completely wrinkle resistant, making it perfect for travel. You can just pack it up and it comes out looking fresh. Plus, get smart features like security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So hit up my friends over at Collars & Co. Use code Tiki and get 20% off at collarsandco.com. Or you can go check out their brand new Upper West Side boutique at 182 Columbus Avenue.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
A sleeper team to potentially watch in college football this season could be Penn State. Matt Campbell comes over from Iowa State and brings his quarterback Rocco Becht with him. The Nittany Lions avoid Indiana, Oregon, and Ohio State on the schedule and don't have any difficult games in the non-conference. Don't be surprised if Penn State makes the playoff. I'm PJ Glasser.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Belgium was trading at 2.5% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $3,744 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know where they're at today? Check Kalshi. For limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. That's promo code PITCH. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prizes, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Enjoy the excitement of the World Soccer Championship with Schweppes Ginger Ale. Crisp, refreshing, and full of classic flavor. Schweppes Ginger Ale is the perfect companion for every thrilling match, every big save, and every game-winning goal. Pick up the iconic taste of Schweppes at your local ShopRite and enjoy it while cheering on your favorite soccer team. Make every match a winning experience with a delicious Schweppes Ginger Ale. Available at another winner, your local ShopRite store.
There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Optimal Fibers in the house. Y'all know the number. 877-393-4448. Optimum Fiber, so fresh, so fine. Got another provider leaving behind. Come on, everybody, let's get online. 30 a month, gonna blow your mind. 5 whole years, don't hesitate. Lock it in now before it's too late. 877-393-4448. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Hi, this is New Jersey Attorney General Jen Davenport. Seatbelts are your best defense against being injured in a crash, so buckle up every time you get in a vehicle. 95% of New Jerseyans wear their seatbelts. Come on, Jersey, let's make it 100%.
At Bank of America, we support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge. What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hey Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We just love the app around here. It's safe and secure and has all the betting markets you could possibly want. And when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and over and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. I've spent years on the field learning what really matters most: reliability, consistency, and trust. That's why I love Red Pocket Mobile. You choose from 3 major 5G networks, plans start at just $10 a month and stay there. Plus real customer care answers in under 2 minutes. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Looking for the best value on new tires? Get to Town Fair Tire. We honor every valid manufacturer's and competitor rebates and give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Orgavattazona? Is that a word? In the 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Baseball season is here, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade who will win the big game awards, which teams will win their division right now. You can even trade who the next manager for Boston and Philadelphia will be, as well as the date when a manager will be fired by. Maybe you want to trade on who will win the championship. The team from the Bronx is trading at 14% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $655 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CMAC to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com.regulatory.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Talk Sports After Hours with Tommy Lugauer, 7 to midnight. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and all.
Makes you feel less important every time I'm out. No, he's a local, West Babylon guy that I know.
That's awesome.
I've known for a long time. He's friends with my brother-in-law, but that's all. He came up to me all nervous. So for those of you who come by Fanatics Fest, we're going to be here Sunday. Tiki's the best. He just goes up there, taking pictures with all of you, signing autographs. He comes up to me all nervous, and he goes, "Do you think Mr. Barber will take a picture with me?" I'm like, "Mr. Barber?"
You know what people don't realize? When I was playing, I didn't hide in New Jersey and live in a big house. I lived on the Upper East Side.
Yeah.
In fact, I ran into one of my neighbors. He's right here. This guy used to live on 72nd in York, right where I live.
I love it.
And so I learned to just be a New Yorker.
Yeah, you are. You're
right.
a man of the people.
I legally walk across the street, flip off
Flip off the cars,
flip
yes.
off the cabbies.
Go to a bodega.
Go to the bodegas. I used to take the subway when I was working at the Today Show. I would take I'd walk over to 2nd Avenue. I'd take the subway down to 49th Street to get to work, and it was cool. I was just amongst the people. So I like being among people.
You are. And you are.
And now I get to talk to you guys all the time.
Which is great. So Tiki, this is one of those shows. When we are at these studios, Tiki will take the commercial breaks, and he will something will jog his memory, and he'll go down the rabbit hole, or Tiki will be doing push-ups or pull-ups while me and Evan basically talk about the Mets and Yankees and go to the bathroom together. And in this case, Tiki's not doing the push-ups. He's hanging out with everybody, and that's what makes Tiki great and why I love working with him. So that's why, when somebody comes up to me, it's like, can he take a picture? And of course he can. He's taking pictures with everybody. So I think it's great. The great Art Stapleton's walking around.
Yeah, he was with his daughter, so I said hello to her. And
by the way, you know how we're all excited to go to or have the Giants go to camp? I'm like, hey, West Virginia, where's it coming? He goes, I know, 11 nights. You can tell these reporters
they hate it.
It's not that they hate it, and I understand what they're doing. They probably, first of all, they don't know how nice this place is going to be.
Right.
Second of all, they've gotten so used to, I come and go home every day.
Yeah, right. Because when we were in Albany, as we talked about on Monday, it was great for us because we were away. Mm-hmm. But if you're a reporter and you have to cover the Giant, you have to be there.
Yeah.
And we were there for a month. Uh-huh. We weren't there for like 2 weeks. We were there for a month. They were there for a month.
Yeah.
And what are they doing in Albany?
Exactly. And they don't have like the team camaraderie. And by the way, you could have must-work shops. He's excited for it, but it's just, dude, that's time away from your family, man. 11 days where it's just like, that's time in the summer where I could be on vacation with my family, or usually I'm just coming home.
Right.
That's a long time. So it's going to be an adjustment for that Giant beat. So Art's walking around here, hanging out, having a good time.
Love Art. He's
as
awesome.
well. Art's just absolutely the best. Now, we have reached the final hour of the final show of All-Star Break. Tiki and I will be back here on Sunday doing, and they better be paying us the big bucks. We're back here on a Sunday, on a summer Sunday. We're doing Sunday here 9 to 1.
They're paying us an extra day off.
Yeah, pretty much. In Funyuns, I think is what we're getting paid in. We will be here on Sunday. But
I'm eating those. If those are real, on Sunday those are getting eaten.
Isn't that great? We close up shop. We could probably have every snack we want. I'll be having scalloped potatoes like nobody's business.
Somebody make some pancakes for us.
That's right.
We got the syrup.
Yeah. So we did this all week, and I knew All-Star Week, really, we have like the freedom to talk about whatever we want to talk about. And I kind of like it. I think it's fun. You're doing sports, but it's not just, hey, this bullpen move, whatever. There's Mrs. Met, by the way. Hold on. Stop the conversation. Mrs. Met's walking by. She's waving everybody. And let's take...
Hi, Mrs. Met.
Hi, Mrs. Met. We love you, Mrs. Met. Oh, she gives us the heart. She loves us, too. She giggled. Mrs. Met's got to get back to doing squats, for being completely honest. What happened? This season's taking a toll on the mascots.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Isn't that incredible?
She stopped eating the red beans and rice.
Yeah, what's going on? No wonder Lindor wants out. I mean, jeez. All right, so Mrs. Met was back. So anyway, we've been doing dumb arguments all week. And the other thing I wanted to do is, like I said, I'm out in the public. People want to start talking football, especially with no offense, Mrs. Met. Half the baseball fan base in this town going, my baseball season's over. So I've reached the pillar, and this is the final, reasons to be excited for football season. We've had a couple Giant-related ones. We had the Jet one that Connor hated. I'm going to leave you with a Jet one here.
Because you gave him the offensive line.
I think, Connor, be ready for this. I think I'm going to convince you on reason number 5 this week that we are excited football season is coming. Are you ready for it?
I am. Let's hear it.
This year could be the year where the Jets finally suck in the right year.
What?
This is why you're excited for football season.
I got you.
You're not going to hear me say the word tank, but here's the truth. I think this Jet season...
But, Shaun, it doesn't matter. But keep going.
Okay. I actually think this Jet season is a win-win-win across the board. Hear me out.
Okay.
Because I think there's only a couple scenarios this season goes, and I think they're all wins for the franchise. Scenario number 1. Geno Smith surprises us behind a good offensive line, and the Jets, for the first time in a long time, give us like a, oh my God, they're competitive. Like the young guys look good. Aaron Glenn actually is a competent head coach.
Okay.
We'll figure out the quarterback situation, but we're good, and there's fun football to watch this year. Scenario number 2 is Geno Smith stinks. You turn to Cade Klubnik. Maybe he's good, and you go, we didn't make the playoffs this year, but holy crap, did we actually find our quarterback? As unlikely as that may be. Or scenario number 3 unfolds, and I think scenario number 3 is the most unlikely scenario. I know we don't want to say this in July because we're living this with the Mets. I know that this is a summer thing. But I think it's more likely than not the Jets are just going to suck.
Oh.
Okay? And if the Jets
Their
suck,
team has talent.
Every team has
but
talent.
it's the intangibles.
And it's young, and it's
Right.
intangibles, and Geno Smith
Right.
and all
Okay.
this. If the Jets suck, I don't even think this is a year you have to suck and be the worst team in football. Like, you're going to hear a lot of the Arch Manning stuff. There's a good chance the Jets are picking top 8 in the NFL draft, so you don't have to throw the tank at me. This is the right year, in theory, to be picking top 8 if you want a franchise quarterback.
Of course
you
it
brought
is.
up Drew Mestamaker. Okay, we've talked about
He's my
Arch
favorite,
Manning.
by the way. He's
okay?
my favorite in the group. He's now at Oklahoma State. He
Oklahoma
was
State.
at North. Where was he last year? I forget where he was.
You've been on the Mestamaker train. Lenora Sellers. The point is,
North Texas.
I know a college football season can change anything. And last year we were talking about good quarterbacks coming out. We really only had, whatever.
Yeah, one.
Who even came? Oh, Fernando Mendoza. That wasn't even the guy we were talking about.
Right.
Drew Allar and everybody we were talking about. Man, if you sit through another garbage Jet year and it's real garbage, the payoff actually exists.
But it's
And if there's an allotment of 4 to 5 quarterbacks, if this is really going to be the year, you're not going to sit there in November going, I can't believe we finally won a game. Unlike that Trevor Lawrence year where the payoff was Zach Wilson. This is the right year to suck and need a quarterback.
But nobody wants to suck. No fan base
nobody wants to
suck.
But
and by the way, the Jets have been doing this for so long.
I know.
It's been like every year for the last 14. Seems like.
I know.
15 maybe even. But you've wanted your team to be good. They're not good. Then you want them to suck. Jet fans got to be tired of that, dude. Especially with the Knicks having won a championship. The Yankees are always the Yankees. Forget the Mets, whatever their situation is this year. The Giants have all this expectation. Like, nobody wants to go into the season saying it's okay to suck this year.
I don't disagree.
That's not a good thing.
But that's why I gave you the scenarios. You could root for the wins, and then that stuff works out. Think about what it's going to take for the Jets to win games this year. Okay? For the Jets to win games, they're going to need good coaching and competent quarterback play. Tiki, you said it yourself yesterday about you look to the teams with the quarterbacks and coaches. So if the Jets are not going to suck, it'll be a surprise, and they've actually gotten good quarterback play and coaching that you can lean on going forward. If they are going to suck, I'm sorry. We're used to this as Giant fans where we're trying to turn the page. Jet fans know this. They have a PhD in sucking. What's one more year?
They have 3 first-round draft picks next year. And just looking at Tankathon. So this is Tankathon's expectations is that the Jets are going to suck. Because Tankathon has them picking number 3 behind Arizona and Miami. But then they also have them with Indy's picking 13 and 16. So
and that's the other part
they're
of
going
sucking.
to have 3 top half first-round picks.
Yeah.
In theory. This is speculation here. No matter where the Jets finish, even if they finish and they're picking 20th with their first-round pick, they can get back to where they want to be. So they don't need to suck.
They don't need to. But if the more they suck, the closer it is for less to give up.
The easier it is.
But to that point, let's just say the Jets are picking 3. That's what Tankathon has them?
Yes.
Does Tankathon have Miami picking 1?
They have Miami picking 2.
Okay, Arizona picking 1?
Yes.
All right. Let's use
Arizona's going to need a quarterback.
I know
Miami's going to need a quarterback.
But I was going to bring up Miami. Miami just invested in Malik Willis.
Yeah, but he's not any good. They're going to take a quarterback.
But what if he's good and the rest of the team stinks and they're picking that high?
Yeah, maybe.
All right,
I like Malik Willis. I think he's going to be a good player.
I like him too.
But you don't know.
You don't know. But let's just say the season ends, Miami's bad, but Malik Willis balled out. The Bengals lost a lot of games. Joe Burrow played well.
Right. But you already know he's a franchise quarterback.
I could look at Miami and go, listen, I know you may not want to trade in division, but I'm going to give you all 3 of my first-round picks for your first-round pick, and you're only sliding back a spot or 2. To me, those Jet picks make it so, hey, it's a great year to suck, but we also have the backload of, we have these other picks, too, to move up.
And there's a bunch of quarterbacks. There's a lot. Archman, this is the list.
Dante Moore I didn't bring up.
Right. This is the list that has currently potential first-rounders. I'm just going to do this on their rankings right now. Arch Manning, Dante Moore from Oregon, Julian Sayin, if he decides to come out, because this will be his first year that he's eligible to come out, from Ohio State. C.J. Carr, who wasn't on my radar.
Notre Dame, but he's getting a lot of preseason hype.
But he hasn't played. We got to see him play and be. No, he did play last year. He was actually pretty good. Darian Mensah from Miami.
That's A-Rod's guy now.
He's the new quarterback at the University of Miami. And then Drew Mestamaker, who is the 5th projected first-round.
Where do they have Sellers?
They have Sellers. He's the next one. But he's just in the middle of the second round.
All right.
So Lenore Sellers from South Carolina. But either way, there's a ton of quarterbacks in this next year's draft.
So if you don't feel pressure to tank and be the worst team, but you suck anyway, it's a little freeing to suck and not sit there in December and think it's the worst thing in the world that you stumbled into, a win versus Miami. I got to look at the Jets December
and the
schedule.
other thing, to add to your point, if they're not good, but Cade Klubnik ends up playing a lot of the season.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, he's actually pretty – because don't forget, he was projected to be a first-rounder last year from coming out of Clemson. But at Clemson, they just had a bad season, and so he fell. He became a fourth-round draft pick. If he actually turns out to be a first-round talent, now the Jets have 3 first-round picks where you can do whatever you need.
Yes.
You can draft the positions around the quarterback
build
or
up the
defense or
roster.
whatever it may be to be a good, viable young team. Because they will be a young team. Regardless, they're going to be a young team.
Absolutely. In summation, how about me using the big word? The reason I'm saying it's exciting for football season is I kind of feel like it's a no-lose season for the Jets, even if you lose a lot, because of the outcomes. And when we sit here doing a show at Fanatics Fest next year, don't you think this time next year, for whatever that outcome is, there's a different feel around the Jets, the way there's a different feel around the Giants
You're going to be
this year?
excited for training camp. Like the Giants are excited for training camp this year. You're going to be excited for training camp for the New York Jets in 2027.
So
there's no doubt.
As Tiki finished that point, we have glass windows to each side of our bodega, and 2 young men just knocked on the window and gave Tiki the peace sign. And Tiki, look, they're going nuts. Tiki acknowledged them, and they went crazy. And look at it, chanting. Look at that.
It's not
Tiki.
about the Jets.
No, it's about you.
Yeah. One guy's in a Lakers jersey.
Uh-huh.
One guy's in a Kobe Bryant. Okay.
By the way, sir, we saw Lakers in 8. You didn't have to turn around the show so it was a Kobe Bryant jersey. We took a guess.
That's a USA Judge jersey from the World Baseball Classic.
Wow, look at that. Just as many USA
got a
Judge
Knicks
jerseys
jersey.
as Jack Hughes jerseys. Is that a Vince Baker jersey?
Vince Baker.
Ron Baker.
Ron Baker.
What the hell? That's got to be one of the most random jerseys. I am afterwards,
That is
by
the most
way,
random jersey we've seen today.
I am afterwards, by the way, going to walk around. I'm going to spend another hour here. I'm going to be going up to some of these Looney Tunes here at Fanatics Fest. I did this last year for our WFAN digital team. I'm going to try to find the most random jerseys.
I think
the most random
you
costumes.
can just go right there.
I might have to talk to him and see what's up. We got a little Justin Jefferson jersey going on right here.
That's not random. That's great. He's a great player.
That is great. I could also tell you that I think at this time, 116, Tiki, the beer lines have opened here based on some of the crowd pops and reactions.
I mean, it is 1 o'clock.
It is 1 o'clock.
It's been noon for an hour.
Yeah,
and
we're already
15 minutes.
almost done with the first quarter of an NFL game. There's plenty of beers to be had. Maybe I'll get a cocktail. All right, let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019.
You should get a cocktail.
Why not?
You're taking the train home.
Sure.
You're good.
Little tall boy on the way home. Mark in Brooklyn. Mark, what's up?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Hope you're having fun. Hey, listen, I just have a little All-Star Week call for you, a little dead time call for you. I was kind of thinking about this on my walk home. I want to compare this year's Giants team to the 2007 Super Bowl champions, and I'm not saying we're going to win the championship.
Oh, no. Is it? If you hold on, Mark, no, you stop. I'm going to let you do it, but please promise me you're not going to go, hey, they're probably going to start 0-2 like the 07 Giants. So please don't say we're going to go that line.
All right, continue, Mark.
No, you're doing the deep work because I didn't even think about that. No,
Okay.
I'm more just thinking a team that's built off of its lines, offensive and defensive, unproven young quarterback, top-heavy receiving room, your second-best option's your tight end, sketchy secondary. I don't know if you're allowed to say sketchy anymore. Cornerbacks are a little bit whatever. I don't know. Just the makeup of the team, maybe a second-year head coach or Coughlin's second year at that point. It's just the makeup of the team for whatever it's worth. Just reminds me a lot of that team, and I think it's a team like that team the second year. We were actually better the next year. I think it's a team that's going to grow.
Mark, the only reason I would push back a little bit, by the way, you got a Fred Warner jersey here, 49er fan.
She makes empanadas, by the way.
Tampa Rays. Dude, Tampa Rays.
Yeah, see, you can't tell me the Jack Hughes USA jersey special if there's just as many Tampa Bay Rays jerseys here.
The difference from the 07 season, which was Coughlin's fourth season, because I was Coughlin for 3 years, and in his fourth season, that's when they won, is that year we were coming off a building year. Really, 2 building years.
Yeah.
Because in 2005, we won 10 games.
Yep, won the division. 2006,
we got to the playoffs.
8-8.
We were 8-8 and got to the playoffs, but there had been a lot of continuity on both sides of the ball.
Correct.
Right? Defensively, offensive line had been there for a long time. The only person that left offensively was me. essentially. The offensive line had been together forever.
True.
They were together for another 2 years, basically. I think Shaun was gone. O'Hara was gone maybe a year after. Whatever.
He wasn't on the 11
He wasn't
team.
on the 11 team. But there was continuity. The only thing this Giant team is missing from that team is just time on task, playing together. They haven't done it yet. So
their path here is different. Now,
but
as far
in today's
as
NFL, it's different in NFL now.
True.
In today's NFL, you can get really good really quickly. We've seen this every single year. We saw it with the Patriots last year. The year before that, we saw it with the Commanders. Like, teams can come from the bottom to the top really quickly in the NFL.
Yeah, as far as roster goes, like if you really wanted to play the game, you talked about the emerging tight ends. Like, okay, yeah, they had Shockey, they had Boss, so you have Likely and Theo Johnson. Plaxico to Neighbors, different style players, obviously, and Plaxico was never healthy that year as well. A lot of Vikings jerseys. Jeez,
the Vikings got great players.
I mean, my God. The Vikings sneakily might have the most non-New York jerseys I've seen in this place. But yeah, back to now. The thing about the 07 team that's the obvious to compare is the pass rush.
Right.
And that's
exactly right. And by the way, that's what won. That's what won.
And that's where the Giants' bread and butter this year is going to have to be. We could talk about the offense, and I think the offense is going to be pretty good. Look at this. Another Vikings jersey. Who's here from the Vikings signing today? That is all these Viking fans here? This is crazy. By the way, I love this. So if you come up to our booth, the Carton Show, or the rest of the week, and Big Mac will be here, Lugauer will be here, and you think we could hear you read lips through the glass, don't bother. I appreciate that.
I got his card earlier, by the way.
Oh, you got his card. What's his name?
Alan Horwitz.
Yeah?
He has a clothing design company.
Wow.
Because he said, I dress nicely. I should come in and Alan David Customs.
How about that?
That's what he's here for.
This is a big business.
He's not wearing his custom stuff. He's wearing a Vikings jersey.
I got this. See this lady right here,
this
the Fred
young
Warner
lady
jersey?
in the Fred Warner jersey?
She has an empanada company. And they put team logos on empanadas. She does Giants empanadas.
Oh, that's dope.
She said I could put WFAN logos on empanadas.
Are you going to have them in your tailgate?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about maybe Talking Giants, putting that logo for a little tailgate.
That's a good
I was also thinking, she brought up FAN empanadas, draft party next year. We had all that food come through. How about some FAN empanadas? You tell me Craig wouldn't eat those up?
I mean, how quickly can you turn them around?
Good point.
Quickly?
Very.
So Sunday empanadas?
Oh, you're talking me and you doing a little empanada show?
Like now.
Okay. I mean, listen, you're not going to get me. Now, you don't have any of that stuff Taco Bell's got going on right now, do you? All right, good. I can't
What is
have
that? Listeria? Whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know the difference anyway, but
that
nonetheless,
explosive
I can't
diarrhea
have that.
lettuce
Exactly.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Somebody in the car is going, what has happened to this show? We'll break it up with Chris and Albertson.
It's Friday of All-Star Week.
Of
That's
course.
what's happened to this show.
Have fun with you, fan.
Got an Mbappe jersey over here.
An Mbappe jersey. How about that? Are you disappointed? Did you come here thinking they'd be in the final? You're sad. He is sad.
I am too. I had France.
Me too. He's the only soccer player I knew, so I'm very disappointed. Obviously, as we get set here. Oh, before we get back to Connor, you're back at the shop. Connor, what's going on, buddy? You didn't answer on the Jets. Are you excited for the season? Did I talk you into it knowing it's a good year to suck?
Yes, I'm all for it. I think Geno Smith should take it easy both on the roads and on the field. I think for the Jets, it should be not all gas, all no break. It should just be all break. I'm fine with them getting winning one or two games, get the first pick, because they're always terrible, but they never manage to get the number one overall pick. They're not going anywhere this year. I'm fine if they stink.
Hey, Connor, are you and your father going to continue going to games?
Oh, yeah, where my dad sold the tickets. They reached out to him. He's still mad. He said he doesn't want the tickets back.
Wow.
He's full-blown. He's got Giants gear. We bought him a Giants mini football for Christmas, a Giants hoodie. So he's full-blown Giants right now.
You transitioned your dad to a Giant fan at Christmas?
Well, no, he asked for it. It was on his Christmas list.
What?
We think it's like a little bit of a bit, but I don't know for sure. I think he might actually be a Giants fan.
I love you, Connor. I think your family's a fraud.
Yeah, your daddy's sad. If I can, Mr. Green, you're sad and you're pathetic. If we're being honest with you. You're just dark. And boy, Connor's going to get that text. That fat bastard, I hate him. Chris and Albertson. Chris, what's up?
What up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I know you were talking, you hear me?
Yeah, we got
you. What's up, man?
I know you guys are talking Mets, and, the only thing more insulting of what we've done to Lindor is Lindor's batting average.
Yeah, I mean, it's
true.
He hasn't been good, dude.
Every year.
It's no longer hovering around the Carlos Mendoza line, am I right? Thank you.
Good one.
Thank you.
Good dad joke.
By the way, you guys are allowed to
I got a question for Tiki at the end. But in relation to the Jets and like Jet fans, New Yorker, I do root for Philly, which is kind of leading me to my question for Tiki.
What?
Listen. I can tell you right now. The long story short, I didn't grow into football. There was a McNabb shirt at TJ Maxx that my mother got me when I was 5, and that's it.
Yeah,
and that's
TJ Maxx.
I blame your mom.
All right, fair enough.
But I tell Jet fans this. I go, yes, on the surface it says we get the number 1 overall pick, we can solve our problems. Do you ever notice that the fans that constantly talk about that, of those teams, are the teams that are constantly going through the same process? Not to talk up my team, I don't even tell you, the last time we picked top 5 that was our pick was Lane Johnson in, I want to say, 2009.
Yes.
Teams that are good and consistently good don't need to,
Chris,
we're going to fix it with 1 pick.
Chris, counterpoint.
You need depth. I think Lane was 13, but yeah, he's been around for a long time.
But the counterpoint to that is, I think the problem is sometimes all it takes is that 1 pick to flip a franchise. Like, I know they haven't been good the last couple of years, but let's be honest, the Bengals sucking in the right year for Joe Burrow flipped the fortunes of that franchise.
No doubt. They got to a Super Bowl.
Of course. The Eagles and 49ers are always in it and always so well built.
It's because their general manager, John Lynch, is a really good
GM.
General manager. Harry Roseman is one of the best in the game.
But they're usually more the anomaly. Usually it takes sucking that 1 year, and then you pair it with really good roster building, and then it kind of takes off. Like the Colts were a pathetic franchise before they drafted Peyton Manning. Then they suck in the right year. They get Andrew Luck, and they've kind of steadied it, and they've figured out a way to run an organization. But, like, they were bottom of the barrel like the Jets. The Buffalo Bills were the Jets.
Yeah,
The Buffalo Bills did not make the playoffs, had the longest drought in North American sports. I know they didn't suck all the way to the top, but they sucked in the right year with a lot of quarterbacks and picked the right one with Josh Allen, and they're constantly good now.
No, it's interesting because when you look at it that way, because a lot of teams other than the Rams build through the draft.
Yes.
The Rams are one of the only teams I can think of that did it by free agency.
Well, timeout. The Rams sneakily, though, build through the draft in later rounds better than anybody.
Oh, 100%.
That's where they get there.
Yeah, because they
look up, it's like,
find a Puka Nacua, and it's like
Kyron Williams,
right.
Cooper Kupp. Every time you look up, you're like, how did this guy fall to the Rams in the 3rd or 4th round?
So not only is it great GMing, it's great coaching.
Yes.
Right? You have great coaches who take these marginal, coming out of college players, because they're probably good athletes.
Yeah.
They take these marginal draft picks and then turn them into stars. That's coaching. So it's both. If you don't have both, you're not going to be a successful team. And so when you talk about the Jets, could Darren Muji be that GM that could rise to be one of the best in the league? Sure. We've seen him do some good things already. But the thing we don't know, the big question mark now is the coaching right? And that's what Aaron Glenn has to prove this season.
Yeah, and that's got to be probably a bigger question than even the quarterback situation is what kind of coach.
Oh, I agree.
Aaron Glenn.
Because if you don't have that right coach, you're not winning.
No doubt. All right, when we come back, we're going to close with Idiots with Idioms. Some more thoughts and your calls here live at Fanatics Fest. The Carton Show with Chris McMonagle is going to come your way live from this set. The WFAN Bodega at 2. And Tiki and I will be back here on Sunday as well. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash live at Fanatics Fest. We continue next.
Coffee's in the house. It's Tiki Barber here. We didn't do a lot of this today, but don't we love soccer? You guys love soccer, don't you? I know these guys do. We love some soccer here. When it comes to getting the latest information on the world's game, you got to trust the global leader in science, technology, engineering, and math. That's from the New Jersey Institute of Technology. NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management has developed a digital dashboard for tracking fan sentiment. You know, the hashtags, all that good stuff. How loud is your city? How loud is support for your team? All things World Cup. You can find out the most useful, up-to-the-minute local information for this global event at njit-worldcup.com. That's njit-worldcup.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Bet365.
World Cup final on Sunday. I'm sticking with my pre-tournament prediction. Spain will lift the trophy. It may feel inevitable that GOAT Leo Messi and Argentina repeat. They've been dead so many times and yet haven't been killed. But Spain has the best defense in the world. They're composed, and they've got the blend of youth and experience to win this game. How about an SGP? Spain to lift the trophy and under 3.5 goals in regular time. Even money. Viva España. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey.
There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Must be 21, please drink responsibly.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Ever finish cooking and realize your food didn't finish cooking? There's a smarter way. With the Chef IQ Sense, guessing is over. It's a smart thermometer that alerts your phone the moment your food is ready. So steaks hit perfect doneness, chicken stays juicy, and dinner just works. Insert the probe, choose your doneness, and relax. Because great cooking isn't luck.
Your food is ready.
It's Chef IQ. Use code RADIO at checkout to save big on ChefIQ.com. That's code RADIO at ChefIQ.com.
The savings are here! The savings are here!
Happy birthday, America!
It's America's 250th birthday.
We're celebrating all month long at Nielsen Dodge
by giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
With leases for $250 or under.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $250 a month. Yes, just $250 a month.
There's always zero down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 24 months due at sign, $63.43, and tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Bridgestone tires. So we buy Bridgestone tires for less and sell them for less. The guaranteed lowest price you'll find anywhere. Plus, we give you more free services for life than any other tire dealer. So when you're looking for Bridgestone tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
As World Soccer hits the big stage, Fanatics Sportsbook is making every game day worth more. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your soccer bets, win or lose. That's real extra value you can unlock every match, all tournament long. And fan cash isn't just for betting. You can use it anywhere in the world of Fanatics. On game tickets, merchandise, collectibles, profit boosts, and more. One ecosystem, endless ways to spend. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet matched every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience a smart way to buy your next vehicle.
Optimal Fibers in the house. Y'all know the number. 877-393-4448. Optimum Fiber, so fresh, so fine. Got another provider leaving behind. Come on, everybody, let's get online. 30 a month, gonna blow your mind. 5 whole years, don't hesitate. Lock it in now before it's too late. 877-393-4448. Terms apply. See optimum.com for details.
Injured in an accident? Your case in the hands of one lawyer may settle for $100,000, but in the hands of the right law firm could be worth millions. The Rothenberg Law Firm has been representing injury victims for over 50 years, winning and collecting billions for our clients. And we're not stopping now. The Rothenberg Law Firm, 1-800-624-8888, or visit us at injurylawyer.com.
Be a lawyer for injured ones, injurylawyer.com.
Tune in for the Yankees' first pitch, presented by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
Your New York Yankees are chasing another championship. Talk Yankees baseball with the Fan at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC.
Here, and I'm sure they're just knocking over everything known to man. What's up, guys? How are you? Here we go, hanging out. Tiki finishing signing autographs here. Beautiful time. Chris is here in the house. The Carton Show with Chris McMonagle comes your way 2 o'clock. Having some fun. I'm sure Chris is already itching his arms, getting ready for Yankees-Dodgers in a big series tonight as well. And this Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. The Yankees do get their second half started. Dodgers come to town for the first of a 3-game series. Gerrit Cole and Roki Sasaki, 7:05 in a game that can be heard right here on the Fan. The Mets off for the second time this season on a Friday in Philly. And the first time was interesting because you knew the World Cup was being played on a Friday night game at the Link. So for security purposes, the Mets couldn't play a Friday night there. I swear to you, I had no idea yesterday when we were doing the show that this Mets series was not a 4-game series. I only knew today when I woke up and I was going through the Fan.
Well, I woke up today and looked at the schedule, and I'm like, why aren't they playing today?
Tiki, I get that they started the day earlier and it was the standalone, but I just assumed that this was the 4-game Met-Philly series like you see every year.
Right.
I triple-checked the schedule to make sure I was getting the Fan Focus right. I'm like, are you kidding me? We're doing another Friday night off in Philly? And as part of that, I saw Don Mattingly's sign was up there. He's signing. I also found out an answer for the Vikings jerseys.
Go ahead.
First of all, your guy with the suits, they hit me up. Great dudes.
Yes.
His dad was a Fran Tarkenton guy, grew up in South Carolina, passed it on. But the reason all the Viking fans are here, Justin Jefferson signed.
Of course.
So it's a big Justin
But there's a lot of
Jefferson
New
Viking
York
there.
Viking fans.
Yeah, Gio's one.
Don't the part or the family of the owners? The
Wilfs.
They're here. They're from New York, right?
Yeah. So this is really random. When we did you and I got to do a lot of these Super Bowl travels when we did national radio. I think it might have been the Minnesota Super Bowl, where I think the owner joined the show. I was on the DA show, one of the Wilfs. And he was telling us off air, like they were diehard Giant fans growing up.
Yes, because I went to school with one of the cousins. Or I didn't. My kids went to the 92nd Street Y when they were babies with one of the cousins.
Oh, okay. And they were saying, like, their dream growing up was to own the New York Giants. But they got so infatuated with owning a football team that, of course, the Vikings came up and they did that, which I remember talking to them, because you talk about being a player and growing up a Redskin fan and then now falling in love with the Giants. I think it's almost weirder to grow up a diehard fan, make a lot of money, be wealthy, and then go, well, I really want to own a football team, and then own a team that wasn't the team you grew up for. It's different.
Well, fandom can change, and it's weird because New Yorkers don't really get that because they grew up, whatever you were, a Met, a Knick, or a Yankee, or whatever it may be, and it sticks with you.
Sure, it's in your blood. Yep.
But when you leave and you go someplace else, and you kind of have to be the fan of the team in town, or you are a big sports fan and you want to go see them, you end up becoming a fan of them. I mean, you're right. I grew up a Redskins fan, then Redskins. Now they're Commanders, obviously. And as soon as I became a Giant, I always say that when the paychecks were coming from the Meadowlands, then your fandom naturally just changes, and it's why I'm not as diehard.
Yeah.
Like crazy about it as some New Yorkers are.
Yeah, and it's understandable, right? Like, we can turn back our heads and go, man, I remember the pain of feeling that loss when I was 8 years old, crying or whatever it is. A guy came up to us a little while ago, and he said he asked you the same question, your most painful Giant loss.
Yes.
You and I had the same answer.
Yeah, it was the 49ers.
And I think that some people want that blood of saying the Eagle, the Shaun Jackson game. Now, you didn't play in that.
I wasn't in it, but I was there.
But I look at it the other way. They won a Super Bowl the very next year.
Right.
So as much as that sucked, they went out. It's kind of like probably how Red Sox fans feel with the Aaron Boone home run. Like, okay, Aaron Boone hit the homer. The next year, we came back from 3-0 down and beat the Yankees. Now, there's no Evan Roberts this week, as we've documented. But Evan still worked this week. Evan, in coordination with Dan, came up with our idioms.
Oh, wow.
And they sent them in to Kaplan and Connor.
Well, Evan should be fortunate. He should feel lucky because he's not going to be all about it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be littered with Evan idioms.
But the nervousness I have here, Tiki, a lot more words for me this week. You know,
Same for me.
I would say with Evan out, a lot more words for Tiki this week.
No doubt.
So I don't know who's made the mistakes, what's made the mistakes. I usually put together this production. So Connor Green, take it away. Give us our Idiots with Idioms.
Hey, you know what time it is? It's Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Laugh till you split your sides. Idiots with Idioms.
Every single day that are happening in real time that are going to bring us together so that we can operate together when the battle hits the fan.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Because I want to come out of the gate hot. I want to come out of the gate hard. I want to come out of the gate hot and hard.
You end up with mind-blowing sex for the next 6 weeks.
Erotic literature.
I haven't heard that one ever.
You never heard?
I've heard you can't throw the baby out with the dishwater.
No, you never heard?
Bathwater.
I'm a baby.
Having sun hit your pineal gland is so much more important than
your what gland?
It's a little gland in your eye.
Penile gland?
No, pineal.
Oh,
it gives you.
It's like that's not where mine is.
As soon as the penis is involved,
the guys that you want to depend on are starting to get long in the beard.
Oh yeah, is it long in the beard, long in the tooth?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you people?
At least I'm going to believe, even if I have my hopes dashed 3 hours later. But I'll sign for that now.
Bad job by me.
What's that phrase? I'm certainly not going to get it when I'm drunk, but the grass is always greener. The grass is always greener. Grass is always greener. All of a sudden now
grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Yeah.
Casamigos tequila.
All right. I didn't like what you did, but I'm going to wrap my legs around it and hope you're right.
I need you to ride me, all right? Will you?
Blue Claw, is that does that sound familiar? Like a drink one would have. Yeah, so Blue Claw. Does it have a little bit of that?
It's called a White Claw.
Oh God.
Oh.
I was drunk on life.
Islanders is Senators 4-1, and you.
I love Ices. Just a big fan of it. Not ISIS, the terrorist group, but ICs, you know? Like,
are you freaking kidding me?
His speed potential, his defense potential, or is it defensive potential? I don't know. Defense, defensive, doesn't matter. We're just going to throw words out. Luke Evening. I don't give a
He drives to the local food truck and just gets himself,
whatever.
A food truck, thing.
Give me that sausage. Cody Bellinger and Ben Rice will start for the AL. They'll hit 6th and 7th, respectively. What is that word? I said it right.
You said it right.
I said that to myself.
That's why you're a fool. I have no time for fools today.
That's what Aaron Glean wants. He wants the fans to be proud, which means I want fans to actually come.
Yeah.
All you need is one guy to come.
We're the freaking New York Jets.
The first-round pick investments in an Olu Fashanu and an Armand Membu pay the fruition.
Yeah.
He's the guy that's going to lead us to the promised land.
You recover, you regroup, you can take balls if you don't like them.
Has been blown away by Crabtree's hands and his ability to suck in these balls.
Fight out of trouble and wiggle out of trouble, I think will do the Mets and do Zach Thornton a lot better. Jeez, right off the bat. Good start down the stretch.
I hate that guy.
We're an above 500 team that was sitting at least in knocking distance in the NL wildcard race.
Knocking on heaven's door.
And then Conley gets Jalen Duran. Sorry, Hoops fans. Jaron Duran.
Who the is that guy?
Than any other one I can remember going back, I don't know, since, Biggio kicked one over the goal when I was a kid. Like, really, for me, it's Baggio. I'm sorry, Biggio, Baggio.
McGonagall.
They're hopeful. This is the prognostication, if that's the correct word. This is the prognosis. I feel much more comfortable with that one.
I could be your doctor. In fact, the doctor is in.
The final word on Jalen Brunson is yet to be done. He has not completely put himself in what the final place he will go yet.
My penis looked bigger.
It's got the best climax.
It's the best one of all.
I cried a little.
You unrobe yourself.
Yeah.
And you see everybody with the sphincter that's like this. You can't see light through it. Right? They're just loosen it up a little bit.
Your booty.
I'm not putting him on Mount Everest here. I'm just Mount Everest. On Mount Rushmore. We may stick him on Mount Everest.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low.
Have fun with your Mets.
Laugh till you split your sides, idiots with idioms.
Why were there more than ever and more Evans than ever?
You know why? Because Evan was hammered doing a Rico on Monday.
What the hell is going on?
He did a drunk Rico on Monday.
And
that's what that came from.
And he thinks it's a Blue Claw?
I mean, you think he's ever had a White Claw? By the way, it's the second time White Claw has come up today.
White Claw's getting a lot of
because the guy who did the WWE thing had a White Claw.
Yeah.
Are they selling White Claws?
They must be. By the way, I'm not anti-White Claw. They just had a big popularity boom. They're not as popular.
There's been a lot of iterations of that.
We've moved on to Surfsides around this
Yeah, of course. We're Surfside now.
We're Surfside people. All right. 2 things of note. I did see a guy ask me a question. If you came here at 1:30 for A-Rod, I'm sorry. Things happened quickly. He came at noon. You're going to have to go back and rewind it. That is not our fault. It all happened very quickly. He had to change the schedule. My bad. I know we promoted it. I know we did whatever. He was already on at noon. And if you're listening and you're looking for A-Rod at this time because you promoted it, go back on the Odyssey app and rewind. He smelled great. I can tell you missed that. He was great. But yes, I'm sorry if you came here for A-Rod. He came and went at noon. We had a good time with him.
He's signing somewhere now.
He's signing somewhere. They had to change his schedule on the fly. All right. I'm going to get back to these calls to finish, but I did see a caller hang up, and he had a very important question, Tiki.
For me.
For you.
Yes.
You grew up, or you didn't grow up, but you spent some time in New York City when you were with the Giants, obviously living there. We're in a bodega. What is the Tiki Barber bodega order?
Doesn't it have to be a Taylor?
It can be whatever you want. I'll tell you.
Egg.
It doesn't have. It depends what time of day it is. My bodega order.
Dude, that's any time.
No, but my bodega order chopped cheese.
What is chopped cheese?
Excuse me?
Yeah, is that a grilled cheese?
No.
What is chopped cheese?
A chopped cheese is picture a hamburger made love with a cheesesteak and had a baby. So you kind of like I think it's fair, but you put the onions on the flat griddle like you would a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
And you chop up the cheesesteak.
Okay.
Okay. Chop up hamburger meat, kind of toss it around with the cheese, and then you're gonna put ketchup.
So it's
whatever.
like hamburger helper.
I get, but
done well.
And done well, and on like a cheesesteak roll. Bodegas in New York City have become famous for. It's really become a fad in like the last 15 years. But you give me a chopped cheese, peach Snapple, purple Doritos. Bodega order. Bang.
Nice.
You're going Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
Yes. Any time of day.
Any time of day.
Yeah.
Do you think breakfast...
Eggs sell all day.
When you were younger, and I know you've talked
Good protein.
Good is good protein. We had breakfast for dinner a lot when I was
all
a kid.
All the time.
And you did too. Do you feel like that's fading for people?
No, because my kids want it all the time. Now, part of it is because Tegan, my youngest daughter, doesn't eat anything other than breakfast.
Oh, so that's a hit in the barber house.
And French fries. And so we get breakfast for dinner often.
Listen, a couple eggs and French fries.
I'm
You
telling
sign me
you,
up.
it
That's
works.
a party. I love it. All right, Jose in Staten Island, you've been hanging on. Jose, what's up?
Hey, Jose.
How you guys doing? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm curious. Earlier you were talking about if the Jets have a losing record to be able to draft a quarterback. That means you know they're going to get rid of the coach. Does that mean possibly that the chances of getting the ex-Pittsburgh coach after 1 year off on
Mike
TV,
Tomlin.
that he's would he be a good choice for the Jets for next year?
I mean, he would be a great choice for the Jets for next year. But my brother happens to be really good friends with Mike Tomlin. He actually comes out here a lot. He's in the Hamptons a lot of times. I think he might have a place out there. If not, he rents one.
Does he own a Hampton jitney?
Maybe. I know my brother's going out there in a couple weeks with the Tomlins. I think Mike Tomlin is done coaching. He coached for 15 straight years, whatever it was. Whatever it was. He pitched for, maybe it was 18. He coached for a long time, never had a losing season, and it was a grind. And while he would be phenomenal, I don't think he's coaching again.
What's very funny, Tiki, is that...
And it's a shame because he's not old. He's
not old.
53 or 4 years old. But
if you notice, the Andy Reids are few and far between. And what I mean by that is a guy who spends a long time somewhere, then going and coaching somewhere else. Usually the guys who spend a long time somewhere where they meet their inevitable end in the NFL don't end up like Bill Cowher. Because maybe it's just because you were there so long, whatever. But to answer that question, simply, no way, Jose, will Mike Tomlin be the coach. I'm on fire today. Chris and Merrick. Chris, what's up?
What's up?
What's going on, guys? So, keeping with the Jets theme, I have a question to ask you.
All right.
Let's assume that they do better than everyone expects, and they end up around 6-11 this year.
Okay.
And if you look at their schedule, they play some of the worst teams in the league, so it's not crazy.
Right.
They'll be competitive in games they lose, so it won't be a complete disaster, okay? They're going to end up with, let's say, the 10th pick.
All right.
Now, do you take the 10th pick and whatever other pick you have, let's say it'll cost 2, to move up and get QB3, whoever that is, or take one of your picks this year with a contingent pick next year to trade for an existing quarterback? Your 3 options are Jalen Hurts, C.J. Stroud, or Baker Mayfield. You have to give them all contracts to complete the deal because I think they're on the last year.
Yeah.
But the options are QB3 as a rookie for 2 first-rounders or 1 and a conditional for Hurts, Stroud, or Mayfield.
If it's Stroud, I'd take Stroud. I think C.J. Stroud still has a ton of potential. He was obviously great in his first year. I know he had issues with his offensive coordinator because I did one of those games, and he gave a weird answer about his relationship with his offensive coordinator at the time. And it was like, yeah, we're still working on it, like the relationship. This was after going to the playoffs, winning a playoff game. So you knew something was off. And then it was off again last year. The offensive line was bad. I think if C.J. Stroud is in a stable place with the right coach, he's going to be a great quarterback. So for Stroud, yes, I would do it. Hurts, I think he's phenomenal. Obviously, he's changing the narrative on what elite quarterbacks can be in the NFL because he doesn't throw for 4,000 yards. He barely throws for 3,000 yards. But he's got such playmaking ability. But I feel like he might be unique to Philly.
Okay, so that's a good way to put it because the way I view this is if C.J. Stroud becomes available and Philly's done with him, that works. Well, I'm sorry. If Jalen Hurts becomes available and Philly's done with him, that worries me more than the Texans going, you know what, C.J. Stroud's time is coming on. I would buy more of the untapped stock of C.J. Stroud thinking Philly screwed this up than I would, hey, Philly screwed up what was with Jalen Hurts.
Right, and by the way, just for comparison's sake, that's QB3, so that's Julian Sand.
Okay.
That's the kid from Ohio State. Who's been really good. Now he has a great team around him, which helps.
I'd rather buy stock in C.J. Stroud.
I think so, too. Because they're going to need to win now.
Dude, and I know they're a defensive team last year.
If you trade for an existing quarterback, you need to win now.
You need to win now. And to me, I don't know. Like, I think we forget the Texans seem to make the playoffs a lot.
Yeah.
And I know their defense is really good. C.J. Stroud, yes, he's regressed a little bit, but how much of that is what Houston has done? And every time I look up and he needs to complete a pass to Nico Collins, he seemingly does it.
Of course.
With his one big playmaker he has. So I don't know. I'm not nearly as down as C.J. Stroud. I would rather buy that stock. If Philly says they're done and they want to, start Tanner McKee and get rid of Jalen Hurts, it would worry me. And let's also not forget, Jalen Hurts being a second-round pick, you could make the argument he has already well exceeded his expectations.
Right, he definitely has.
C.J. Stroud is a top 5 pick. Something has gone off there where he still feels like he's prevailed despite dysfunction.
Yes.
At least offensively.
No, you're right. So I would trust that C.J. Stroud has a bigger upside than what's left with Jalen Hurts. It's not a knock on Jalen Hurts. It's just the timing of where you are.
Fanatics Fest, day number 2 in the books. At least, day number 1 for us, day number 2 here. Day number 2 continues with the Carton Show with Chris McMonagle live for the next 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't know when the heck, till Yankee pregame coming up here. Tiki and I will be back here in our bodega on Sunday doing a special 9 to 1 show. And at the end, we might eat some fake Funyuns.
Oh, definitely. Those are real Funyuns.
Yes. Thank you to A-Rod. Thank you to Steve Apria. Without him, we couldn't do it.
Thank
Andrew
you,
Kaplan,
Apria.
Izzo, Chichester, Jess Clark. Thank you to all of you that came out and watched. Thanks to A-Rod. Carton Show coming up next. Have a great weekend.